With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes are filled to fill, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. Streams online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once kicked off across the board with charge to what because the squad can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are slow machine. He's not in burping, leaning ban. It matters not if battery fun is child can't see if hours making feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending different bills when truth is to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife while forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't actor as a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and a win is in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Monday, 22nd of April 2024. It is the start of a brand new week for most of us, and I hope you're all doing well. Hope you have a very fun weekend indeed, and everything else. And I hope you guys are all having a grand time as well. I got Mr. Pika Fan who won Bingo last month. They'll be listening to this well at work. I hope work goes well, Mr. Pika Fan, and I hope you're enjoying your belatedly paid Bingo winnings. I managed to finally sort Mr. Pika Fan out of his Bingo winnings over the weekend there, so. But yeah, that's basically what it is, you know. So I managed to get to him finally, you know what I mean? And it could be you, again. It could be you guys that win at the end of the month for the next Bingo prize. You've got to be in it to win it and all that jazz. So yeah, you've got to remember, if you've not left a comment on that community post yet, you know, you never know. You've got to be in it to win it. It could be you. But yeah, a lot of people were enjoying the intro tune as always. I have to Bingo. I'm surprised how popular that wee Bingo intro tune is, considering that I made that. So I came up with the lyrics and I recorded it and uploaded it all in a day. And it works really well. It's a fantastic wee tune and all that jazz. But then I see people, like, you know, that being said, who manage to fucking do things like this with their spare time. Have you not seen this yet? Check this shit out.
Guess what else we're gonna add? What? Sausage, Italian sausage. It's gonna go in here too. I love sausage, I have had many varieties of both Italian and non-Italian. Now what does the sugar do in the sauce? Add sweetness, adds a contrast. If you don't, you'll have tartness and acid and nothing else. Ladies and gentlemen, my homemade meatball subs. What do you think? It is the most sexual meatball sub I've ever had. Really sexual? Well, I never had a meatball sub. We've never had a meatball sub. Hello, not Italian. Hello, not Italian.
You never had a meatball sub? Wow.
Hello, not Italian.
I guess that's true. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was, so, yeah, I know that was also made with the aid of AI and all that jazz. Still hilarious though, and all that jazz. But the effort, I know AI was influencing that particular song, but I feel like it's one of those things. I'm going to sound self-deprecating here, but I'm not meant to be sounding like, I know my limitations when it comes to like making daft Detractor music. I can put together some good words, you know what I mean? Lyrically, I'm not bad at doing things, but I lack the final product, if that makes sense. The effort to make the words sound as good as possible, you know what I mean? People like Dark to the Flow and Meerkat and Alt, that being said, and all, you know what I mean? And also Lemtex as well, and basically everyone kind of competed in Chicken in the Ring. Most of those people have that kind of effort, you know, that I'm a lazy bastard. I can come up with some funny lyrics sometimes, but I'm a lazy bastard when it comes to the grand scheme of things, you know what I mean? And that's what makes, that's a big difference maker. I know I'm not going to fucking be like, you know, like, I understand my limitations. I still have fun coming up with daffy Detractor tunes now and again, you know what I mean? But yeah, I know it's not the same level as the S tier Detractor musicians out there, you know what I mean? And I'm perfectly okay with that as well, you know what I mean? I'm having a good time with it, you know what I mean? But credit where it's due to, obviously, say that being said, and all these other talented musical style detractors, and also the ones as well. You got a lot of Meerkat's tunes are what's made up in the music list right now. Little Piggy featuring Young Cat, Vest is Best, playing right now on the Bingo playlist. So yeah, as I'm saying, like, you know, these are S tier, the musically talented detractors that put a lot of effort into their craft, you know. For me, it's like that Bingo intro tune, I had fun making that Bingo intro tune, but everything was done less than a day. So there we go. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah. But there's a little video that was made the other day, sorry. DSP Transit Memology 101. DSP alarmed that 1 Minute Man didn't appear. He's jealous of other creators' revenue, and he gets his stream blocked. There was something that was said by Phil in the stream which really caught my eye. I'm actually watching this earlier on just because, you know, I'll find something to watch. There was something said in here which I don't know if anyone else has picked up on yet, and we'll talk about it when we get to it essentially. But yeah, we'll see if you guys catch it as well.
Last time I had financial freedom was probably 2014 when I moved out here. That was the end of it. Seriously, like 2014.
Dead air.
All right. Next to last or last chance for any kind of question or shout out, because I do need to get the React show up and running. So thank you to those who have chilled and or contributed this morning. Again, I will just urge you, if you like the React content, please support the stream today. I have noticed a pattern that sadly, a lot of the times when I start with the React stuff, all of a sudden, all the support dries up during the React show. It's like, so if I didn't have a good pre-stream with the podcast, it ends up being like a dead stream, and that sucks because that channel really only makes money off of memberships and the stream. So please support the stream today if you like the React stuff. Okay? Thank you. Pattern. You suck. How's everyone? Hello?
I love that clip. I love that clip, so, especially paired with that. That's a fantastic pairing. Phil bitching away and moaning about the fucking pattern of, oh, things are slow for the React stuff. And then that clip, just to go it beautifully.
Oh, no one's talking in the chat. The chat is like dead. That's not a good sign. Supposed to be doing a React show and no one is talking in chat at all. It's complete.
So Phil calls it a React show. I want you to bear that in mind. His channel is DSP Reacts. He calls this a React show. Bear that in mind for later.
Completely dead. Hello? Hi, I'm here. Hello? Hello, like 200 people on the stream and climbing. Hi. Hello?
This is a good little edit as well, to be fair. This is a good wee bit.
Hello? Hi, I'm here. Hello? Hello, like 200 people on the stream and climbing. Hi. Hello? Okay, now people are starting to talk. I'm like, dude, wake up. The show's about to begin. Wake up. Okay, I know. Like, people fell asleep or something. You're an attention hound, an attention seeker. It's ridiculous. Let's get started with the ultra tier videos. Let's see what this first one is.
3, 2. Wow! Oh my god!
Wow, I wanted to pause the video and instead it popped up with 2 ads. Isn't that nice? I'm gonna be honest, the intrusiveness of YouTube bullshit is starting to piss me off. Like, if
I mean, the sheer audacity of this motherfucker complaining about ads when he fucking forces ads in all of his content that he spams to his audience every single fucking day. Not only does he goddamn spam inboxes, but every single one of his fucking videos will likely have ads in them. And of course, people are encouraged to fucking make sure you watch ads so he can get a few extra fucking pennies out of his fucking dent heads.
If I'm watching a video, I'd like to pause the video now. I shouldn't get 2 pop-ups of a product placement. In fact, I would be willing to bet 0 people will buy something based on that pop-up. They'll see it and say, what the hell is this in my face? And try to get it the hell out of their face, right? No one is going to buy something based off of that intrusive shit. So anyone who uses it, you gotta fucking stop. You're just being stupid. It really is dunce level stuff to put pop-ups on the video when it started. The video were 8 seconds in and you already gave me an ad. No, that's not effective advertising, for the record, okay? Okay, so now without further ado, can we actually see what the hell this is going on? And I need to check the volume level. I'm going to check and see. I think...
feel like travel dream.
God.
Just fully chance decide where you go anywhere in the world. You know when you're a kid, you dream of doing that? Like,
yeah,
you know,
but it's not possible. You can't just travel anywhere in the world. You can't. There's a lot of places that are restricted. You have to be a citizen or whatever to go. As much as we like to think that the world is like fully explorable, it's not. A lot of countries they're off limits. They don't let you just go wherever you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I understand, but how much you want to bet this isn't legit? Like, they probably clicked it like 7 times before they finally got to one that was viable, right? How much you want to bet?
actually gonna get to fly there.
I'm sorry, I'm just very skeptical about these videos that it's like a stunt video, right? It's like, oh, this is totally legit, not staged or anything. Exactly. Sis says, what if it lands in fucking frozen Siberia? Nox says, what if it landed in Somalia or Iraq? Right, there's places that you either don't want to go or you don't have access to. So the premise is kind of silly. If it's legit and they're like, okay, the first one we clicked, there's no way we can go there. The second one we clicked, dude, it's too cold, we're gonna die. The third one we clicked is an actual town we can go to, let's do that. Then I would believe the video. But how much you want to bet they're gonna click and be like, oh, randomly the first one's perfect, let's go.
Well, maybe they would have trimmed out the fucking first 2 missed picks because of the waste of fucking time. You know, that's the magic of fucking video editing, you know what I mean? Oh, the first 2, you know, things we picked were not viable, and so we didn't want to fucking waste people's time thinking, oh, we can't go there, and we can't go there. Heaven forbid, you know, people should fucking use video editing to fucking just get to the point, the fucking point of the video that they're trying to do. Oh, where are we going to go? Let's spin. And let's watch your first 5 failed spins because we picked somewhere we can't go. As maybe it'll be in a 6th spin, maybe it'll be in a 7th. No, you just fucking trim the fucking crap out to fucking get to the fucking place you're going to go. Therefore, you know, your server's the purpose. Oh my, fucking the purpose of the video is. Oh my god, he is such a fucking nitpicky bitch.
Oh, right? It's gonna end up being staged. I'm guilty of this too. Why do I sometimes name drop other content creators that are bigger and more successful than me? Because I'm jealous. That's why. Yes, I'm jealous of PewDiePie. Yes, I'm jealous of Markiplier. They're rich. I'm not. I'm jealous of them. Why do you think I bring them up?
So, oh my god, that's a brilliant clip.
My dog, what's up?
Thank you very much to Grease Monkey for a super chat, who says only Phil knows how to have fun, obviously. By the way, hi, how you doing, Grease Monkey? Hope you're doing well. Phil's point there about being envious and jealous, okay, of all these other bigger, massive content creators, because this the sole reason wasn't because they were popular, it wasn't because they were successful, it wasn't because of their legacy of fucking what they've done on YouTube. No, the sole reason Phil is jealous of these people is because they are rich. And he says that despite having an income of 6 figures, which he's had every year for the last 15 years. Now, when he said that thing at the time, he made that video responding to John and Howard. That was part of that video, I believe. So, yeah, that response at that time was like 12 years old as a content creator. You know, like I can't exactly mind when he made that response video, but that particular clip, him saying he was jealous of these other YouTubers, that was him as a, you know, in the 12-year mark or 13-year mark of being a content creator. You know. So he at this point in time, he's been making content on YouTube for over a decade at least, you know, but the minimum. And he's saying, I'm jealous of these guys. He was making, at his height of his popularity, Phil Burnell was making 200 grand a year, roughly. At his absolute height of YouTube popularity, or close to that. The fact of the matter is, him saying that he's not succeeding, you know, that these guys are rich and he's not, he's saying he's not rich when he's still making 6 figures per year. Now, of course, he's got to fucking beg profusely to fucking make that and ask his audience very nicely and double dip and triple dip and all that shit to try and get some funds from his fucking dent heads. But the fact of the matter is, he's still fucking squeezing 6 figures per year by doing that sort of fucking thing, by that kind of tactic, by that those sort of shady shenanigans. And it's still not enough. But the money he was making back in the day, the astronomical sums of fucking gravy train money he was making back in the fucking day, which he never fucking capitalised on, never fucking profited from, yeah, apparently that wasn't as much as he needed. He needed more, because he's always going to fucking need more, because Phil Burnell has always lived beyond his fucking means. So I just, it's a retro clip that was pulled up by Memology there of Phil saying that, you know what I mean? But I felt like it needs stressing that Phil Burnell has always been an envious little bitch, regardless of how much money he makes himself, because he can never live within his fucking means because he's such a greedy fucking bitch and doesn't know how to manage his fucking money. Doesn't matter if he's got a fucking dollar in his pocket, $10, $100 or $1,000 fucking dollars. He does not know how to manage that effectively.
Bringing us out here, doing something me and Luke.
I don't care about them. They're done. That's it. That's literally it. So seriously, the video. What the? Like with the variety, with the majority of like popular videos on YouTube are becoming, oh look, here's an impossible circumstance you'll never have because you're not rich, or you don't have the means to do this crazy stunt or do this crazy trip or do.
What, is it still live yet? Oh shit, he's live. Fuck me. Hold on. We need to pause, Phil. We need to pause, Phil. What is his dumbass intro today? Hold on. Phil's been live like a few minutes. This is his intro. This is the new one today. I wonder what fucking pixel fucking stock footage that is for fucking today. Jesus Christ, man. And then we got his fucking dumbass all over intro there. I'll just wait to pause it right there. We'll pause it right there. And we'll have that build up, some speed up just for us. I'm not finished. I'm not fucking finished going through this shit yet.
This crazy thing, so we're just doing it, right? And now watch the video, gets 10 million views. We just made 30 grand onto one video. And then they just probably put videos out like that all the time, right? So, oh, I'm back. Okay, people are saying we're back, so no reason to freak out. I don't know about this next one. Psycho kid kills father 7 years ago, McJuggernuggets. First of all, even you know the McJuggernuggets videos are not serious, right? How do you feel about the name of the video is Psycho Kid Kills Father, right? Like, it doesn't even say joke, parody. It's just like, I don't think I like the title. The title is misleading because you know it's supposed to be a joke, but that's kind of a fucked up title, don't you think? You titled your video that a kid who's crazy is going to kill his own dad. Wow, that's a real funny topic, right? Oh! Bye, Dad. Oh, shit.
Well, that's, I mean, for the context of that clip, that's a great random little find there by Memology.
I mean, even if the video is hilariously staged, at least know that it's not real in the title. I don't like that. You know, that kind of bothers me. I'm gay. Also, 31 million views. So this video, no exaggeration, if it was based on ad revenue, probably made them $100,000. I'm not kidding. This one video, this one 15-minute video. Everyone, how about this? Stop talking about money. Everyone's talking about money and shit. Who's talking about that right now? Certainly not me. So stop it right now. Everyone shut up. Anyone who says money, you're in big, big trouble. Well, I guess if you make $100,000 on this video, it's okay to write all over the wallpaper in one of your rooms because you could just fix it. Darziak says, I'm sure at some point YouTube said you had to put parody on videos. Maybe. But to me, like, just the name is so misleading that, because you know this is fake, it's staged, but it didn't say that. So I would think this is a messed up video.
Isn't you pretending to have a fucking news section on your fucking shitey pretend podcast also misleading for audiences?
You wrote all this?
I don't think this should be allowed like that. You should have to say that it's not real. This is where I've been cooped up
for the last week.
I mean, then again, there's literally 1,000 videos a day made about me with every single title is wrong. Every single title is just a lie, but it's made for sensationalism and YouTube allows that too. So,
Studio, this is where I make videos. What are you doing? You know what?
This is so, like, what? Oh my God. It's so, like, fucked up, dude. This is supposed to be a good video, a staged video of a guy who's going to shoot his own dad. Wow, what great content for YouTube. How many children saw this video, right? Especially because based on the fact that this channel used to do stuff like the dad destroyed one of the kids' console, and it was like everyone laughed at it. So now the content is he's going to shoot his dad. Oh yeah, this is definitely something that I want my kid to watch when they turn on YouTube, right? 31
says the guy who intentionally wanted to lure younger teenage audiences to his channel back in the fucking day with sexualized commentary, with with homophobic commentary, with misogynistic commentary, with racist commentary. Like, Phil admits that he was targeting a young demographic back in the fucking day with the most outrageous possible commentary possible. You know, especially sexualized commentary. You know, oh, Bibby's Eva, Bibby's Metal Gear Solid, not shit. Oh, for God's sake, Phil. Mr. Moral Compass fucking didn't seem to fucking have a moral compass back in the fucking day. That shit went right out the fucking window. It's funny how Phil's moral compass only fucking seems to have activated around about the time he got fucking married. Very, very strange that.
1 million fucking views on this video, right? Do I know what a Karen is? Yes, I like I said, I do read social media, so I know what a Karen is. I'm lost. What was the point of that video exactly? Was it really entertaining? Was it funny? Was it supposed to be like a serious video? Like they were trying to act dramatic, like a TV series that would be on fucking FX or something? I don't know. You tell me, because I watched it and I don't know what the hell I just watched. I don't know. Or I certainly don't know why there were 31 million views on the video. All right, guys, this is time for me to do a very brief break just to stretch my legs. Okay, I'm just going to stand up and walk around a little bit. Thanks for hanging out with me. For those who are, and I appreciate everyone chilling. If you are enjoying the content, please support it in some way. We are now 90 minutes into the show, and there's been no support at all. The show is funded by memberships. All right, I don't make ad revenue on these videos regardless.
I want to stress to everyone that he's already essentially, technically he's been paid for the show already before it began recording. In order to submit content for Phil to react to, you must be a paying member of his channel, and Ultra members pay $20 each to have their video guaranteed to get watched, and there was 11 of those. So Phil's already made, technically, I mean, I know the memberships are like, you know, 4 videos a month roughly, you know what I mean? But Phil's already technically paid hundreds of dollars from memberships for doing these before he even hits record. And he's meant to react to them, but we'll come to that point later on.
So the memberships keep the channel alive. It would be great if you like the content, if you could support the stream today in some way. First of all, just listen to this. Someone's named Shades Argucci did a $5 super chat. Thank you for that. If you know nothing about the subject of the troubles and refuse to get educated, don't talk about it. I'm going to read that again. If you know nothing about the subject of the troubles and you refuse to get educated, then don't talk about it. So when did that happen? First of all, you're telling me what to do like you're my dad or something, which I don't appreciate. And when did that happen?
How do you think? How the fuck do you think other people fucking feel when you talk to them like that, Phil? But continue.
There was a video on this show about the troubles. I watched the first 6-7 minutes of it, and I learned the basic premise of the conflict, and I don't even think I even commented on it. I just said, okay, thank you. That was an educational video. I learned now about that, which I never knew before. And
so you never even reacted to it, is what you're admitting to your audience here. This is the thing I wanted to stress to people right here. Phil Burnell was submitted a video on his channel which related to the troubles in Ireland and all that shit, you know, the whole... It's conflict between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland and the troubles and all that shit. It's historical kind of stuff, you know, the island being independent or being part of the United Kingdom. It's a very complicated, complex, fragile situation, and it's still a hot topic today. Phil Burnell has a React channel. He prides himself on having a React channel. DSP Reacts. He tells his audience to fucking send clips for him to react to. Primarily, the whole purpose of him having a channel like that and having a show like this is for him to react to it. And here he is now trying to defend himself for having a bit of React content which he has admitted he didn't react to. He watched it. He thanked the person for sending it and submitting it. He said it was educational, and that was it. And that's not a reaction to the content. He can't, you know, he's saying here, I mean, what was Phil's words is what he did with that React content he was meant to react to?
And when did that happen? There was a video on this show about the troubles. I watched the first 6-7 minutes of it, and I learned the basic premise of the conflict, and I don't even think I even commented on it. I just said, okay, thank you. That was an educational video. I learned now about that, which I never knew before.
So where's the reaction then? But it's not a react video if you're not even commenting on the fucking thing. Refund that person for sending... They didn't get the reaction, Phil.
And then we moved on. What's your problem? What exactly was the problem here? I'm lost. I wasn't aware that I didn't know about what it was, and I went on some kind of a tirade, right? A tirade about, like, what are you talking about? It didn't happen at all. I'm lost as to why you seem to be upset. Like, you're telling me, don't talk about the troubles because you don't know about it. But I just watched a video that taught me about it, and I literally didn't comment. I said, this is what I learned from the video, and then I moved on. But where's the problem exactly? I'm a bit of a loss. I don't know. Sometimes people, I think, is getting a tizzy about stuff for no good reason. Just because I'm Dark Side Phil doesn't mean I get to ignore fucking facts that the characters in this game are going through what I go through on a daily fucking basis. Shut the fuck up. Now, again, final hour of the show. Guys, just to be clear, the only kind of profits that I make on this channel are based on memberships and based on the profit that I make of any contributions during this stream. That
Shout
once
out
a
to
week.
profit.
Okay. So if you like this content, please support the channel. Become a member. Either.
Nah, I don't think I'll fucking do that. That's basically the fucking end of the video anyway. So, in case you're wondering how Phil did yesterday on his React stuff and all that jazz, actually, let's go to Game Face Gaming and see what his screen grabs were for how Phil did. I think there was a Whale Mary contribution for a day stream. Yeah, somebody came in like very late on in the React stream, I believe. Like, because Phil had nothing for the longest fucking time, and all of a sudden, out of absolutely nowhere, a $70 whale tip came in, and, you know, saved the fuck. But there was no time for a hat, though. It came right at the last second, and Phil's like, oh, I have no time for a hat. Oh, well, it's a shame. Thank you for money, dummy. And fuck the fuck off. Night stream only got him $61 for him talking about the Walking Dead shit. So, there you go. Fuck me, so that was that. And yeah, he actually had a fucking moment where he's blethering to the camera and pointing at the camera and all. He's also picking his ear and he fucking wiped his eye with it and then he fucking... for fuck's sake, he's a disgusting fucking pig. What's his notification? Oh yeah, that's probably one of these things. Yeah, I liked and reposted this fantastic animation. This was made a while ago, to be fair. But whenever I see it pop up again, I think it's fucking hilarious. And I think it's always a must, kind of, you know... a must-have. Jeez, we got to just have it on there. You know, it's too funny not to. It's fantastic. It's just too good. So yeah, Jesus Christ. Anyway, I think I've stalled long enough. You know what I mean? I think we've built up some speed up just long enough. So let's get the bingo going and underway. And of course, to do the bingo, we need to make sure we have a bingo number, a random number to generate today's bingo card. Penitent Sin, they're not even waiting for me to ask. The very, you know, urgent of him to get out there. Screw it. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to ask before he posted it, so why not? You know, I'll reward the eager beaver. I don't usually reward people for fucking posting the number before they even ask for the fucking number. But, you know, he read what was happening, you know what I mean? He was very alert to the situation, and we can blame him if it doesn't fucking come in. There we go. This is Penitent Sins 42, and this is the bingo card we have for today's show. So, we need Phil to say tips. Allow me to explain. Fuck. Admittedly, and chill. The second row is Phil saying, there you go, schedule, hilarious, him having some food talk, and him saying comment. The third row is Phil doing hand graphs. Now what are hand graphs, you might ask if you're not sure? It is when Phil is demonstrating something either going up or down in numerical value using his hands to demonstrate. They have Phil to say community, him snorting, him saying day off, and him doing a Y or a T pose. The fourth row is Phil saying, oh, him saying new games, no exaggeration, him doing some scat talk, and him laughing. The fifth and final row is Phil pointing at the camera, him having that creepy whisper where he leans into the microphone and does a strange little fucking whisper. Him saying it is what it is, in fact, and finally what I mean by that is. That is today's bingo card. If it fails, it's all Penitent Sin's fault, and if it's success, and if we get a bingo of it, then it's all thanks to me. But there you go. So that's the bingo card we have for today's show. Now, as you know, the aim of the game is for us to try and get a full house, 25 out of 25 on the bingo board you see before you. If we manage to do that, we will add 25 buckaroos to the bingo prize fund, which is currently sitting at $160. So that means we win bingo today, that bingo prize fund will go up to 185. And yeah, remember, the end of the month of April, we'll have a marble race to determine who gets to win that bingo prize fund, and yeah, hopefully we can add to it before they get to the end of the month and all. But of course, if you want to have a chance though, if you want to have a chance of winning that bingo prize fund, you've got to make sure that you've left a comment on that community post, which is linked in the description of his live stream. If you haven't done that yet, then do it before the end of the month, so you got a chance of winning the bingo prize fund. Agent Proper is asking Prophet, how stoned did he get on Saturday? I can answer that for you. Very fucking stoned. He was as high as a motherfucking kite. But I think he's still not even fully back in the earth yet. But there you go. I just seen Prophet asking. I seen Proper asking Prophet how stoned did he get. And yeah, there you go. It's confirmation. There's a 375 milligram gummy. It was good. There you fucking go. High as a motherfucking kite. Guys, if we want, we got a variety of ways for us to get free spaces in the bingo card we see before us. For example, if Phil snorts or burps 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that gives us a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, not only will that give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes. So there we fucking go. Good luck, everybody. And before we also begin the bingo and all that jazz, and it's a real shame. I feel a bit guilty that we're forcing Mio World Order to stay here and watch Bingo. And it's a real shame. Remember, moderators, make sure Mio World Order does not leave the chats and leave the stream. Because there's absolutely no way for anyone to leave the Bingo stream once they fucking turn up, as we all know. Once you're here forever. If you don't like it, you can go elsewhere. No one's forcing anyone to stay. We're just here to have a good fucking time. So yeah, it's like, you know where the fucking door is, although people can help you on the way out if you want to fucking persist on being a fucking money fuck. Now guys, before we start the bingo, let's press the random Scottish soundboard to send us off into battle once more.
Shut your hole.
And there's fucking advice that some people can fucking take, and not very fucking not. Good luck everybody. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. How is everyone this lovely Monday? Level 1 Podcast, I'm DSP. Today is Monday the 22nd of April, 2024. I'm trying to position my door so it's not in the shop. I hope you all had a great weekend. I hope you're ready for 3 more days of streaming goodness here on DSP Gaming. After our day away yesterday for React Day, which went really well, right, Jasper Kitty? He doesn't know. I wasn't in here yesterday. How would I know? That's a good point. It did go well. We had a good fun with a variety of clips on the DSP versus the Internet show, and with great progress in the Walking Dead late night React stream. So everything went well, and I'm excited now to get back into full-time gaming for the next 3 days. Multiplayer Monday today, which would be really fun, as well as good stuff coming up later this week. We're going to talk about all this, of course, on today's show. Particularly today, we have a few news stories to cover, which is good for a change. I actually have some gaming news to discuss.
Burger.
1 second.
Why do I say I'm not a children's entertainer? Because I'm not a Muppet. I'm not here to play a character. Bruh. I'm here to pretend that I'm something that I'm
Oh,
not.
never mind. I just got completely confused by something that's perfectly fine. No worries. Okay. Sorry. That happens sometimes. Okay. I was like, huh? That doesn't make sense. I was like, wait a minute. Yes, it completely does. That's what happens when you get older. When you get older, you become befuddled. And I'm 42 years old now. So I find myself befuddled. I wake up in the morning. I'm like, who am I? Where am I? Cares? What planet is this? Okay, maybe not that dramatic, but anyway. Sorry for being distracted. Anyway. Yes, today, what I'd like to do is kind of set in stone the schedule for the week. I think I know what I want to do this week, although it's going to be kind of interesting to see how it turns out and how it works out. Because yesterday we were talking about the fact I'm going to have a couple empty night streams this week. And after having discussed this with you yesterday on the podcast, I think I know what I want to do. And it's something that we've been talking about for many, many, many months and never got around to. And I feel like now is the right time for it, since we have a few empty nights to do whatever before we head into a more heavy gaming schedule later this week when there's 2.
Spoiler alert, it is Fightcade. And spoiler alert, Phil has not got the time to set up off stream. He must do it on stream so his hand can be held to set it up on stream. And so he can blame his audience if it doesn't work properly straight away. Fightcade is coming.
Since we have a few empty nights to do whatever before we head into a more heavy gaming schedule later this week when there's 2 other games that are going to hit the rotation. So, we'll talk about that in a bit. But first of all,
is that a camera point?
Later this week when there's 2 other games that are going to hit the rotation. So,
let's see, is he pointing at the camera or is he just wagging his finger like some random prick? Give me a second here. I don't know, it's not really a proper camera point, I don't think. Nah, he's just wagging his finger. It's not actually pointing at the camera though. He's not really pointing at the camera. He pointed it but not at the camera. He's not pointing at the whole purpose of that square, he's got to point at the camera. And he's pointing like there, which is like past the camera. I don't think that's a camera point. It's a point, but it's not at the camera. He's not pointing towards the audience. He's just wagging his finger for the sake of wagging his fucking finger to make a fucking point.
Talk about that in a bit. But first of all, how is everyone? Happy Monday. I hope that everyone's in a good mood. Welcome to the show. Lots of chat going on here, which I'm happy for. Nice and drama-free. Nice and relaxing. It's actually going to be a little bit warmer today here in Washington than it was yesterday. But I'm in my nice, cool attire. I'm ready to relax and play multiplayer games with you all day long. Which is always a good time. And I hope that you guys will enjoy the variety. Jasper, what are you doing? Jasper, don't... Oh. Of course he wants my attention.
I cannot believe I cannot mute this kid.
Jasper,
It's gonna kill me. I'm gonna have to kill myself.
slapping around my wire. He's going, slapping it around. Slapping it around, I guess, is okay. If he bites it, that's not good. I don't want him biting it. That's the new wire I just bought for my PS5 controller. So I can't have him biting the brand new wire because the old one malfunctioned and it wasn't charging the controller anymore. Jasper, do not bite that wire. You can boop it around if you want, but no biting. He's just sitting there. Bitch! He's got one paw holding it down, the other paw just going boop, 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 and he pretends like he's gonna bite it, then he does it, and he goes boop, boop, boop. Being silly.
Who fucking cares?
So let's talk quickly about the schedule. All right, I want to get this out of the way, but I do have an update that I think that you guys are going to like, at least those of you who've been waiting for this for months. So today's Multiplayer Monday. We're going to have 2 multiplayer streams. The first is Helldivers 2. I've hit level 17, and I'm on my way to 18. When I hit 18, I'm going to unlock another new stratagem that I want, which people are saying is really good. It's the either Quantum or Quasar Cannon. When you put it on your shoulder and you charge it up, you do a super-powered, concentrated, like, railgun laser shot. Apparently, it's super useful. For number 1, for taking down those dropships that drop the robots, the automatons, but also for taking out big enemies. It's like a super-powered hyper blast that can go through armor and stuff. So,
oh, he's so boring. I'm going to 1.5. 1.25 is not enough. He's such a boring little piggy.
Looking forward to trying that out. And whatever else comes, you know, I've actually had a really good session last time where we were using the 2 new stratagems, the orbital laser as well as the 500 kilogram bomb dropping. So we'll see how it goes today. I'm still enjoying Helldivers 2. I don't know realistically how much more this game has to offer. And what I mean by that is, it seems like we've kind of hit around level 20-ish. Seems like when most of this stuff is kind of already unlocked, that's good. The meta, that is. Burger. I'm just not sure, you know, if the gameplay loop is enough that people will keep being excited for the game. I like it. I enjoy playing it. The question is, are you guys excited to watch me play it more? We'll find out. You know, I'm going to play it today. We'll see if you guys like it and continue on. I'm happy to keep playing it. But, you know, you get to a point, it's like, okay, you kind of maybe have seen almost everything. And we fought both alien races quite a bit. And we've kind of seen the locations. It's like, okay, is there going to be a third race? And people are saying, yes, it is going to have a third race. But, I mean, the game's been out for, what, 3 months? And there's only 2 alien races. So, it seems like the content for the game will be dropping, but not really as frequently as you would like to think a game of this stature would. But at the same time, the game wasn't expected to be this popular, right? This is a game that was a shocking hit, and now the game devs are kind of running to add more content. So, I guess we'll see as we continue. I like the game. I'll continue to play and hang out with you guys. And, it's up to you. If you want to see it stay in the rotation the way that I played it the last 2.5 to 3 weeks, or if you feel like it's getting stale and running its course, let me know. I would love feedback. But it seems like when I play it, you guys do engage and enjoy the streams, okay? Now, as for Street Fighter 6, tonight, this will be an exciting stream because I'm going back to Zangief, okay? Or Zangief, or however you want to call him, because Capcom never knows how to pronounce the names of their own characters. Seriously, they don't. And they change it over the years. I've heard it pronounced both ways in various different Street Fighter games. So, I like Zangief. I do. I think he's a great character. I've always liked playing with grapplers in fighting games. In Street Fighter 6, he's literally one of the worst characters in the game. They once again botched it and made it so that the biggest brutish man, who in a real fight probably would just completely crush everyone, basically...
Before Phil even continues to talk, Zangief clearly does more damage than most other fighters, but that's the fucking point of trying to... You've got to fucking nerf him in some way. He's not fast. He is a strong grappler. If he fucking gets you in those fucking powerful attacks, he will take off a massive chunk of your fucking life. But the fucking downside to using him is he's slower, you know, and yeah, that's just it, you know. You've got to be good with him essentially to get the most out of him, so you don't fucking get beat by the fucking faster fucking players that whittle away down your health. Some players are good enough to do that. Phil Burnell is not.
He sucks. You know, like I can't believe it. But I like the character. I want to play with him more. I actually watched Jasper. Not fighting that wire.
Remember, Phil Burnell has not got fucking time to fucking set up Fightcade off stream. The time does not exist for him. But he spent like fucking 2 or 3 hours watching other fucking talented Zangief players fighting last night to prepare for tonight. But he hasn't got the time to fucking set up Fightcade.
Stop that. Don't fight the wire. I want... Oh. Stop. Stop. Fighting the wire. Get alone. Don't fight the wire. Stop it. I just want attention. That's my brand new wire. Hey. Stop.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Fuck up his shit, Jasper. Just fuck everything up, Phil. Hold on. Is he wearing pajama bottoms? Like, what's this shit?
I want... Oh my god.
You know, is this pajama bottoms he's wearing?
Stop. Fighting the wire. Get alone. Don't fight the wire. Stop it. I just want attention. That's my brand new wire. Hey. Stop.
I like how he fixed the fucking wedge up his fucking arse before fucking reprimanding a cat even more. So hang on a second. I'm gonna tell you off, Jasper, but first I just fucking pull my fucking pajamas out my fucking sweaty arse crack.
Oh, right now. Why? Stop it right now.
Oh, so he's not close to the microphone, so it's not picking up. Oh, and he bumps the microphone with his arse. He
just wants to chew every wire.
He butt bumped that. He butt bumped that. Jesus.
He just wants to chew every wire possible now. And of course, now I kicked my camera. Tripod now has moved, so now the camera's all off. Yeah, he's basically chewing every wire to try to get my attention. which happens, you know, if you have a cat, you know that this happens, that cats want your attention constantly and they do what they can to get it. Hold on, because now this is completely crooked. Great. It's been a rough year. Must be there.
Such a professional at his craft, you know. It's impressive watching a fucking talented innovator at work. You know, he set the standard. You know, he was the innovator. He was the originator. You know, he began it all according to him. You know what I mean? And he was a benchmark for what content creation, what gaming content creation would later become. And this is a fucking the pinnacle of it. His fucking gut hanging forward and stream with his shitey fucking shirt while he tried to fix a camera that he fixed, all because he ignored his fucking poor pet cat that fucking craves attention from him.
So now the camera's all, yeah, it is. It's off. I can see. That a little better? No, it's too far that way. Okay. Now I'm centered. Okay, cool. Well, no,
No, you're not.
I'm slightly too far this way.
Yeah, for God's sake, Phil, you broke it.
Everything was working so smoothly. And now Jasper wants to attack my joystick wire. Well, Jasper, if you break that joystick wire, we're in a lot of trouble, because that's an expensive joystick. That's not
Yeah, he knows Jasper knows it's an expensive joystick, because he didn't get a fucking blood test, because you wanted to fucking buy that joystick instead. Poor Jasper is sick all the goddamn time, and he's like thinking, is this a reason why I didn't get a fucking blood test? Is this why I didn't get fucking treatment for being sick all the fucking time? Because you fucking bought this ridiculous joystick to be bad at fighting games. Even more. Oh, this joystick. Thank God that Phil has that joystick, otherwise it'd be even fucking worse at fighting games than usual. If you had a gamepad, oh, you'd be fucking useless as fuck. But now it's just barely average.
Placeable. Okay, so I gotta go a little bit more this way. Yeah. Centered now? Yeah, I'm centered now. I'm not gonna bother with it anymore. Okay. So where was I? Oh yeah. So in Street Fighter 6 tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, I'm playing with Zangief again. And one of my favorite characters in Street Fighter because he's one of the lone grapplers, right? Grapplers are kind of a rare breed in Street Fighter. A lot of characters that they claim are grapplers today aren't, they're hybrids. But Zangief is the true grappler. I really like the character. I like how he looks in the game. But sadly, he's just not that good.
I like how he looks in the game. Doesn't like wear it. He's basically wearing speedos and like most of his muscles are on show. Like he's almost naked, isn't he, Zangief? If memory serves me, aside from like a small little pair of speedos. So yeah, naturally, Phil fucking really likes how he looks. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, look at all his muscles. Oh, fucking beautiful. Look at him flex. Get out of the way, Cammy. I'm trying to see Zangief. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, he's got boots on as well. Naturally, he's got his boots on as well. I do apologise for not including Zangief's fucking boots. I do apologise. Fuck me, man. But yeah, Phil's like, oh, I love how he looks. That's my kind of fucking character design right there.
But Zangief is the true grappler. I really like the character. I like how he looks in the game. But sadly, he's just not that good. One of the worst in the game. I watched a Snake Eyes video last night. About 30 minutes of Snake Eyes gameplay. And basically, I learned some basic techniques with Zangief that seem really strong. You know, his best normal is crouching short. So you never do mash crouching jab. Instead, you do crouching short first, and then you go into crouching jabs, which you can combo into his meter burn lariat. Or you could, you know, drive rush and mix up after it. You could just drive rush from mid-screen and do 360 right next to the enemy, or you could start doing a hit string to bait. I saw a couple things he did where if someone whiffs right in front of you, like if someone's doing a move right in front of you and they completely miss, there's two really good ways you can punish. You can do like standing roundhouse and it launches the enemy and a counter hit, and then you can use level 1 super and it works now. I guess they patched it so the level 1 super works better. Or you can just do his forward and heavy kick, which is his big kind of spinning overhead axe kick, and it creates a ground bounce. And after that, you can do a full juggle. Like you do down forward medium into the lariat, and then you can do another move after that, like air 360. I was like, oh, that's impressive. I didn't know you could do all that. And it's giant damage if you happen to land it.
Who fucking cares?
Also, now I'm remembering his corner move, where if you hit them with a drive impact into the corner, you just got to create the juggle state with the EX or OD lariat move. After that, they're kind of juggling in the corner, and then you can actually do aerial 360, you know, grab as well. So
I'm counting hand grasp. I mean, I feel like it technically wasn't hand grasp, but I don't care. He's pissed me off. He's using his hands to demonstrate a move. Fuck it. Heather's not here right now. I think I'll allow it. Oh, we can get away with it because Heather's not here. Hand grasp count.
I started watching Snake Eyes, and it started dawning on me some of the stuff I already knew with Zangief that I had forgotten because I hadn't used him in so long. So I think tonight should be fun. We're still going to do casual play. We're not going to rank yet. I want to play casual play with Zangief and try to get back into the swing of things with the character. My goal is to get Zangief to master. Out of the 5 characters that I've used in Street Fighter 6 in a serious capacity, Zangief's the one I never got to master. I didn't really play with him much in ranked at all. So the goal is practice in casual, and then go to ranked eventually and get him to master level. When I stopped playing ranked with him, I was mid diamond, like 3-star diamond. But I don't know if that's going to continue or if they reset it, because I know they kind of reset the ranks with the last update with Ed. So I don't know if that's the case for all rankings or just master. Ugh, sorry, my mouth. Ugh. Yeah. So we'll see, I guess. But I'm excited to play with Zangief again tonight. It should be fun to see how I can do with this giant lumbering man, the grappler, the golden bear they used to call him, the Siberian Blizzard. See how it goes, all right? So that's all multiplayer today, okay? Tomorrow, the first stream will be the continuation of Elden Ring in the Farum Azula region as we continue to take on the Placidusax optional boss that has whooped my butt for an hour straight. I was this close, literally this close to beating him and still haven't done it. So I'm going to try to focus on that and beat him next time and then continue on with Farum Azula and go from there. We have the rest of Farum Azula and, of course, the end game back at the capital. Then we can go further into the Frozen North, into the Hailing Tree, and we can do that. So we still have a ways to go in Elden Ring before we've completed all the content, and then we're set for the DLC. So that will continue. Tomorrow night, and this is where the big update is, I've decided we will officially have a Fightcade setup stream on Tuesday night, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time.
And when it says we, he really does mean we, as in the audience are fucking forced to fucking do and tell everything he has to do to get it set up. Phil does not want to look for a guide. He doesn't want to fucking, no, he wants audience to fucking hold his goddamn hand every step of the fucking way, preferably via contributions to tell him how to get it set up.
What does that mean? It means that basically I want to get this retro games app, program, whatever you want to call it, set up and working on my mini PC. Now, I haven't booted my mini PC since, what, December? The Christmas Marathon? It's just sat there for 4 months unused. So now it's time to get the dust off, boot it up, probably do Windows updates on it, and then get this working with Fightcade. Now, someone already has sent me some detailed instructions on how to do it, which I really appreciate. I'll be trying to use those instructions, but obviously having a live audience there to help walk me through the things I'm not understanding is going to make it even easier, which I would love. And basically what I'd like to do is get it set up, tweak it a bit, because what I don't understand with Fightcade, there's really no way to not be in a chat system. There's like a chat window that's open, and it stays open, and you can't really avoid it, okay? So you have to find a way to basically make it so it's not intrusive. You know, I don't want to have dumb trolls in a chat spamming nonsense. I would much rather have, you know, it off camera or off screen, or maybe you could close it. I'm not sure how it works. That's what we have to figure out. Like, how can we ideally set it up so that it wouldn't be stupidly nonstop harassment and stuff like that? I gotta make sure that there's no pop-ups, no messages. You know, that's what I mean. I want to tweak this thing first before we ever try to play a match. That way it doesn't ruin matches, right? I gotta figure out how the matchmaking works, because apparently I guess what people are saying, I guess well, I have to make an account first of all, which I don't have. I've never used Fightcade, so I'd have to make my own new account and all kinds of stuff there.
I mean, if you really wanted to fuck with Phil, you could make accounts before he gets a chance to, and take things like, you know, DSP Gaming has already been made. They Call Me DSP has already been made. DSP Street Fighter, you know, trolls could really fuck with Phil very easily right now and take all the usernames that he would like to use, you'd expect him to use. 1 Minute Man, aka Planet Jeff, has gifted Phil 50 members, and it's been leaned, but yeah, 1 Minute Man, aka Planet Jeff, with the Argentinian member bomb. Fucking shout out to Argentina. Yeah, I mean, this is wondering, is it down from the Raptors name free on Fightcade? I'm not entirely sure. You'd have to check. Oh, fuck me, man. Of course, the general consensus has always been that Planet Jeff is 1 Minute Man. Planet Jeff seemed to kind of vanish from Phil's community around about the same time that 1 Minute Man kind of turned up. It was quite coincidental. And, yeah, I actually watched Agent Proper. Agent Proper made a video on what Planet Jeff earlier on. I think there's a wee small detail that was missed there. That I think the Planet Jeff works for his like local state authority or something as a fucking like software engineer. So like I'm pretty sure one point in time like the place he works, which is like some sort of city authority, was getting tweeted by detractors because Planet Jeff worked for him. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that was a thing, like from years ago, but my memory's a little bit fuzzy, you know what I mean? But yeah, some people disagree who 1 Minute Man is. Some people think it's 1 Minute Man is Planet Jeff. It is the most popular theory, but there's other theories as well. And Agent Power says that was the wrong Jeff. There's a different Jeff. There's a different Jeff that was working for this fucking state or local authority then. Okay, there you go, yeah. Agent Proper is a veteran detractor for sure, you know what I mean? So yeah, he's kept a tab on these kind of things for a long time. Of course, he's done his due diligence as well. But yeah, if you've not checked Agent Proper's video yet, I would highly recommend it. It's only like a 7-minute long, 8-minute long, and it kind of breaks down who one of Phil's most prominent whales are. You know, whether you believe a 1 Minute Man or not is entirely up to you. But yeah, it seems quite conclusive that Planet Jeff at least is known.
Then I would have to figure out how the matchmaking works, because I think it's like an actual system where you just search and you find people playing. You click on names and attempt to direct connect and stuff like that. I mean, that's the old school style of things you used to do on PC back in the day. I totally remember it, right? So we'll have to figure it out by messing around, right? But that's what I mean. That's the point of the stream. It's a mess around stream. Let's do all this tech stuff. Let's get it set up and get it working. Will we get some matches in tomorrow night? Maybe. But that's not really the point. I think it's more to just test. So maybe I'll get it set up and we'll get a bunch of ROMs in it. And we'll see which games are working and how they work. That's another question. How will they run on this mini PC? We don't even know. Maybe it'll run like shit. Maybe all this anticipation is for naught. Maybe we're gonna try to do this and it's not gonna run well on a mini PC. It's gonna be crappy. I mean, that's really the point of the mini PC, was to do stuff like this, like a hobbyist style thing. So hopefully it works. The other concern is I gotta figure out how I'm gonna set this up to work over here. Because right now, no exaggeration, I have no room for anything. To my right, on this little mini folding table, I have my wireless keyboard that connects to my desktop PC. I have my audio receiver to which I plug in my headphones. I got my headphones sitting there. I got my PS5 controller. I got my Gunner glasses and my controller for my TV. The entire table's full. To my left, I have cleaning cloths, my phone, this hand exerciser, sunglasses for when I want to put them on for a silly thing on stream, my laptop, my microphone, my mouse, the controller that controls the LED lighting behind me, my seltzer water, my filtered water, my receiver unit thing over here, which I forget, audio interface I think it's called, the Scarlett, that plugs into this mic, and I have my one, God, what are these even called? I've forgotten what these are called. Amiibo, right? Nintendo Amiibo. My one Nintendo Amiibo that came as a tie-in with the Twilight Princess remake many, many years ago. That's what my whole table is full. So it's like, if I'm running this mini...
It's full of shit, Phil. Most of the things you just fucking listed off, you don't actually need to fucking have there right now. Get that shit out of the way and prioritise your fucking workspace.
PC to get Fight K working. Where do I put it? Like, I have a mouse. Where do I put it? There's no room. There's a full keyboard over there, which I'm...
Put up your fucking arse. How's that for a fucking answer? That's a sort of DSP answer. You would give that kind of answer. Where would I put this? Put up your fucking useless arse.
Probably gonna need to set stuff up. How do I set that up? Unless I don't need it. Maybe you don't need the keyboard. Maybe just the mouse is enough. I guess after maybe the initial key bindings of my joystick, maybe that'll be fine. And so that won't be a big concern, but at least I'm gonna have to figure out the mouse situation. So it's gonna be set up a lot of the night. Just to forewarn everyone, tomorrow night, if you should come to the Fight K setup stream, it's gonna be a lot of technical stuff, a lot of setup stuff, just getting stuff feeling comfortable and working in the office. All right. I would like to try some of the games, like Super Turbo, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, maybe the old CPS2 versus games like X-Men vs Street Fighter or Marvel vs Capcom are working. That'd be cool. And maybe some Alphas too. Like, I like Alpha 2 as a game. I think it's a really good game. Of course, remember, I played Alpha 3 a lot in that Capcom collection that we had. So maybe people would want to see me play Alpha 3 again. I'm just not very good at it because I don't really like it. But yeah, I think it'll be a fun stream, something very different. So if you like that style of stuff, if you wanted to see me set up old school fighting games, then come by tomorrow night and hang out with me, because I like your opinions, I like your feedback on how to set it up so it's not troll enabling. It's not... I want to make sure that it's set up smoothly, so when I play this thing, okay, tonight we're going to play some Third Strike. We boot it up, we can immediately start playing people, and it's not a bunch of bullshit. I just don't want bullshit. If this thing ends up being a hassle and it's a bunch of bullshit every time I go to play it, I'm not going to play it anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want smooth streams. I want to be able to say, okay, we're playing a game tonight, we boot it up and we start playing. Now we boot it up and, oh, now this pop-ups and some fucking trolls are doing this, you can't fucking join, you can't play.
Yeah, because fuck having, like, you know, fuck having to prepare streams for your audience, you know? Fuck going above and beyond for your audience to prepare a fucking smooth, seamless stream and try to prepare things beforehand. To hell with that sort of nonsense. All I want to do is fucking sit down, turn shit on, get a whole bunch of fucking money, and day hee-haw.
Fuck this. If it's a pain in the ass like that, I'm just not going to use it. So, burger. I guess we'll see. Hopefully, you'll join me for that tomorrow night. Now, Wednesday is a day that's kind of up in the air. On Wednesday, we could either do 2 straight streams of Elden Ring, or we could do another Helldivers stream on Wednesday. I'm not sure what you want to do on the daytime stream. I'll leave it open, but we'll talk about it and try to figure it out. And then Wednesday night, I actually want to do an actual late night stream of Retro Fighters on Fight K. So Tuesday night is more of the setup stream. Let's figure this out. Let's set it up. Let's test it out. Let's get everything going. Let's get everything working here, you know, in a good setup. Then Wednesday night, it's more about let's actually play some games. Let's jump into some old school fighters. Let's play Super Turbo. Let's play X-Men vs Street Fighter, which I haven't played in a zillion years. Let's play these older games and have fun, okay? So, that's my plans for this week. I'm off on Thursday. Starting Friday, we've got new games. So Friday is going to be another Crab's Treasure on the first stream premiering. This is the indie game on Game Pass that essentially what it is, it's Dark Souls, but it's with crustaceans in a cartoony setting. So I want to give it a try. I don't know if it's going to stick and it's going to be a playthrough. We do a full playthrough over something I just played once and we're like, meh, we'll see. But I am excited for that and trying it out on Friday. Friday night is Friday Night Fights, where I will play more Zangief. And then Saturday, the day stream is going to be Fallout 4. Yes, that is correct, for the first time in 9 years. I'll be playing Fallout 4 with a new update, because it actually gets a new update this Thursday that apparently improves performance. It's going to have a performance in the graphics mode now, as well as other tweaks. Apparently a new DLC. So I haven't played Fallout in a long time at this point, and so it would make a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense to play it now with the Fallout TV show being so prominent and you know, people talking about different aspects of the lore in the show. I think it'd be really cool. Okay.
Who fucking cares?
So, yes, that's going to be Saturday. Daytime stream. We start Fallout 4 with the new updates. And then, excuse me. And then,
stop fucking bouncing your leg, you jiggly fucking piece of shit.
we go from there. So we'll have the continuation of Elden Ring. We'll have some Helldivers. We'll have Street Fighter. We'll have all this stuff in the rotation, balanced with Fallout 4 and another Crab's Treasure, and we'll see what sticks and what we want to keep playing.
Teresa Young is saying he said day off. I don't think he actually did. He said he was off. He didn't actually say the word day off. I was waiting for him to say the word day off, but he kind of bypassed it. He talked about being off, but I'm pretty sure he didn't say the words day off, which is kind of what we need. Like, he talked about the day off without mentioning the words day off, which is what we need. He needs to say day off.
If at any time we kind of get bored, we can always check out Game Pass and see what's available on Game Pass for games to toss into the mix, or we can consider going back to other games I skipped. We have options. The thing is, there's no real new releases between now until the 3rd week of May. So we have a month, essentially, to do whatever we want. And I think it'll be a fun time regardless, but obviously I want to do stuff that works, and I don't want to get back into a pattern of doing too much of the same thing over and over and over. So yeah, it should be a good time. I think we're gonna have a good time for the next month, and then the new stuff starts hitting in May, and that'll be exciting. Okay, cool. So that's the schedule. Now it's set. So now you know what's going on, because rather than have nights that we don't know what we're doing, now you know what we're doing, and we're gonna test this out and see how it goes. Okay. So thank you very much for listening. Hopefully this sounds like a good schedule. Have any opinions or any feedback or anything else, be sure to share. But that's what's
the schedule's shit, and so are you. Do something fucking fun. Don't force your audience to fucking be bored to fucking death on Tuesday, fucking guiding you through a fucking fight cake, because you're too fucking lazy to do it yourself. Take some fucking initiative and fucking do it. You spare some fucking time. You wasted fucking an hour or so fucking watching Zangief tutorials of Snake Eyes, but you didn't fucking want to try and set up fight cage yourself because you're a lazy piece of shit. Fuck you and your lazy fucking antics. There's some fucking opinions for you. There's some fucking feedback. Stop being a fucking entitled piece of fucking shit and fucking just get on. Just take some responsibility, take some initiative, and fucking reward your audience rather than fucking punish them for once.
It's on the horizon for now. I'm excited. If we can get retro fighting games working, that's going to be really cool. I just don't know if we're going to. I don't know if it's going to work. You guys have tried to convince me for years to play it, and every time I said I'm skeptical that this is going to work. So I guess we're going to find out this week. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And, you know, it is what it is. At least I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket, right?
Burger.
Okay. Cool.
Phil says eggs in one basket. That's food talk.
Burger.
I'm counting it.
There we go. Now what I'd like to do is get to everyone's favorite segment. And do you know what it is? Because I know what my favorite segment is, and you know what everyone's favorite segment is. But I don't know if everyone out there does. It's time for DSP News, where I cover the hot news stories from all over the internet.
More like DSP News, because just fucking kill me now.
Covering games and more. So it is time for us to talk about news. Today we have several different topics to discuss. The first topic is that Fallout 4 has reached over 160,000 concurrent players on Steam. It is currently the second highest player count from any premium game beyond Helldivers 2. Fallout 4 was also the #1 selling game in Europe last week overall. It actually has almost as many players as it did when it was new. When it was new, it had more, okay? So like I'm telling you, this is what people don't get. They're like, I don't understand what's Fallout Mania. Fallout Mania is the fact that literally everyone has watched the Fallout TV show and is now playing Fallout. Because that's just the numbers for Fallout 4. There's also 76, and there's been a boost to Fallout 3 in New Vegas, although those lessened because they're such old games. People prefer to play whatever the latest game is, so that's what they're doing. But yeah, Fallout Mania is real, and that's why I'm interested in jumping into Fallout 4 again for the first time in 9 years.
But Phil, I thought you didn't pay attention to the streamer viral Twitter main, meme game thing. You said you ignored that sort of thing, and yet when everyone else is playing Fallout 4, all of a sudden Phil's playing Fallout 4.
Starting this Saturday. Yes, cool. Okay, also, FYI, there's going to be an Xbox event on April 29th at 10 a.m. Pacific time. They're calling it, it's the stupidest name, the ID at Xbox XIGN Showcase. What the fuck does that mean? Well, ID at Xbox, if you don't know, is basically indie devs. So it's going to be a showcase of a bunch of indie games, okay? And, excuse me. I'm curious.
I won't fucking excuse you, you filthy fucking pig.
What, the IGN showcase, like, what does IGN have to do with that? I'm just curious, like, what does IGN have to do with any of that, right? I'm interested to see what indie games are coming out, because why? Because indie games have been the dominant thing this year, right? Other games that were supposed to be giant hits have flopped, and indie games have absolutely dominated this year. Although, if you watch my React show yesterday, you would see the catch about the indie games is that they just don't have lasting power. Palworld, notably a game that was really popular and then fizzled right out. I guess there's another one that came out right now. I forget what it's called, but it's supposed to be like a reality show where you're like filming things with your phone, but then there's monsters and stuff. So a lot of people like it, but they're not expecting it's gonna have longevity. All these indie games that get popular are essentially popular because the AAA games have failed. There's nothing to play really. They're not very good, and you can play an indie game for like 10, 15, 20 bucks sometimes and get a good amount of gameplay and enjoyment out of it without breaking the bank, drop $70 plus tax, right? So that's why these indie games are succeeding today.
So indie games are fun, and some of them can fucking, they're worth, they're usually not very fucking expensive, and they're usually worth a play if they're fucking well made. You know what I fucking got for myself earlier? I treated myself to a new game earlier on, okay? When I say new game, it's been out for a long time, but I think there's detractor potential for me playing this game. I downloaded a game called Wrestling Empire. It's a game where I feel like it'd be fun to fucking make a sort of character like DSP and see if we can fucking just make them as miserable as fucking possible in that game. If you've ever seen fucking gameplay videos of this fucking Wrestling Empire game, you'll fucking understand what I'm talking about. It's actually got quite a good detailed kind of like career mode kind of thing, and it's just chaotic in general. So I'm just kind of, I mean, the potential fun you could fucking have of like making a DSP out of that.
Meth Bear tipped £5. DSP streams are robust and full of flavorful, meaningful meaning. He saves lives and cures depression. It's as if Vince Russo and the Young Bucks created something together, bro.
Thank you very much, Meth Bear, for a tip. I cannot help but wonder, is this another secret? Our Detractor beam streaming with her own bingo card again? Meth Bear tipped one time in the past to force me to read off a bunch of things on Detractor Beam's own bingo card, which they had for my bingo stream. Like, so it's like bingoception going on, and Meth Bear basically, you know, helped get a full house because so I'm just wondering if that's what's going on here with Meth Bear tipping there with the words there. Robust and flavorful, meaningful, meaning, depression is all sorts of these little words here. You know what I mean? Which makes me kind of think, yeah, that might appear on a Detractor Beam style bingo card, but I don't think they do Mondays. They're like Saturday streams usually. Well, thank you very much, Meth Bear, for the tip anyway. Appreciate it. And, fuck me, man. Full streams. I mean, they're a perfect example of how you should not conduct yourself, whether it's making content online or how to fucking live your life in general. He's a great example of what not to fucking do in all aspects. But, yeah, that's my take on that.
So I'm curious, what will be in this showcase in 1 week's time? I guess we'll see, but you know, there you go. That's what's going on. There's another new game coming out. No one even knew about this. It's called Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game being made by Weta Workshop and Private Division, a Hobbit life simulator.
Weta Workshop, Weta. Aren't Weta a visual effects company? Or am I like misunderstanding that? I thought like Weta were responsible for like fucking Avatar, SFX stuff. I never knew that they're involved in game development as well. That's a kind of cool thing. I just thought they kind of dealt with, you know, making movies. Yeah, so they do other things as well. That's pretty cool. Well, I mean, hopefully the games will look amazing then, because they're fucking great at special effects and movies, I'll tell you that much.
Yes, a Hobbit life simulator. What? And if you look at the graphics, it's got cutesy graphics. So I think they're literally trying to recreate like an Animal Crossing or Stardew Valley style game set in the Shire of the Lord of the Rings. I don't know how effective that game will be. It's literally for everything. Switch, PS5, Xbox Series, and Steam. It's coming to every single platform possible. How ridiculous is that? Right? So anyway, they had an announcement. It says,
why is it ridiculous for it to be available on all these different consoles so as many people as possible have a possibility to play it if they're interested? Why is that a bad thing, Phil?
coming this year, but I don't think it has an actual official release date as of yet. But hey, you know, I've actually enjoyed those style of games over the years. Particularly Animal Crossing did really well on this channel for like a 6-month period, and then it kind of died out, right? So, yeah, I mean, I'm interested in it. I want to know more about it. The announcement just came out. I guess I'll have to look into it. Would you guys like to see me do a virtual Shire? Right?
Nope.
With different townspeople doing different things. I mean, I don't know.
Nope.
I don't know if it would be good or not. I guess we'll have to see. I mean, it's interesting. They're coming out with these kind of games now. Like, for the longest time, like the Lord of the Rings IP, I feel like was like protected. And now it just seems like they'll put out anything. Like last year we had Gollum, and now we have the Shire Simulator. Tales from the Shire. Is that what it's called? Like Tales from the Crypt? Tales from the Shire? Horror stories from the Shire. Oh no, my crumpets didn't rise in the oven. Oh! That's funny. Dickens. Oh! Horror stories from the Shire. Oh no, my crumpets didn't rise in the oven. Oh!
How do you pick? Guys, I don't know how to pick the right frame here. The problem here is choice. I mean, I'm trying to stop in a particular frame here to pick the best frame. They're all fucking great.
Horror stories from the Shire. Oh no, my crumpets didn't rise in the oven.
I love he gears up for it. He gears up for it by going extremely to the side. Like that. He winds it up. And then away we go. You know, I might just let other people get the thumbnails if they want them. Like, there's so many here, I don't know how I can pick any. Like, if people want them, go for it. Like, I've paused it there. If they've had time to get that one, fuck, I don't know. I can't get them all, okay? I can't get them all myself. I'm gonna get this one, okay? I'm gonna grab like 2, okay? And then that's it. I can't get them all. I'll be here for fucking ages. I was like, why is there a fucking 10-minute delay in the fucking bingo? Oh, because he made a funny face and there's too many fucking funny faces to take pictures of, so you can remove the fucking backgrounds for him. So this initial one was a pretty solid one. Let me just throw that towards my members in the Discord, and they can enjoy that as much as they want. And then let me find one more. Let me just find one more just to see how we can do it here. So let me see. 2 seconds. Not that one, not that one, not that one. I kind of want one for the left-hand side as well. That one might be alright, I don't know. I just love... It's like he's been punched here. You know, that's like me going... This is like... That's the... like, it's like, oh, a strong gust of wind happens. Ooh. My face.
Meth Bear tipped £1. Vince Russo and the Young Bucks mocked the wrestling business. The Cucamonga Kids are outlaw mud show jabronis who couldn't get over at a backyard show beating off into trash cans. Screw Tony Khan for putting them on TV.
Thank you very much, Meth Bear, for the tip there. And yeah, I mean, it's not actually something I got massively clued up on. I've heard... I know obviously the story of WCW and the Monday Night Wars, I know like some aspects of it. I know Vince Russo was kind of up his own arse as well for some things.
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you, Barrett Wells, a super chat. He says it's a great animation reference. There you go. There you go, 2 perfect frames that I picked from for the face jiggle. Make a gif. There you go. But yeah, back to Meth Bear's tip there about like Vince Russo. Like, yeah, he was yeah, he really believed his own hype, didn't he? And ultimately, it was like it fell massively flat. You know what I mean? It's kind of like it's a funny thing, you know, the Monday Night Wars. You know what I mean? Like we have it all panned out, or whatever. And ultimately, like, you know, WWF won, and at the end of the day, like The Rock and Austin kind of, you know, carried, you know, the WWF over the line and beat Goldberg and all the Money Men, all that shit, like fucking Turner and fucking WCW. But yeah, like the Monday Night Wars are a fascinating fucking thing, but it's just like the kind of hype around it and all that shit as well. But yeah, Vince Russo, I do hear, is quite an arsehole. You know, you don't see a lot of positive things said about Vince Russo, and I'm sure there's a good reason for that. But there you go. Did I get a thumbnail of that? No, I didn't. I wasn't sure what to pick here. That's what it was. I wasn't sure which one to fucking pick here. His face stops, but the jiggle resumes. Ah, fuck me. I'm still fucking caught here trying to pick a good fucking... Alright, I'm picking that one. I'm picking this one. This is the last one for me. Good luck to those like Barrett Wells that are kind of curious about using this as animation references, but I feel like I must escape this. I feel like it's time to escape this. I've got a couple of little, you know, good little frames. And there we go, we have that one and we have that one. Those are 2 decent, robust frames to have. I'll just throw this one in the members Discord, and then we can resume the bingo. Oh my god, that was fucking Tacozilla. Did you seriously get that in 3 minutes? That was quick. Tacozilla already was prepared. Yeah, he's talking about Lord of the Rings and here's Gollum, so there you go. Tacozilla was super prepared. Within 3 minutes, he had that ready. And yeah, you can definitely argue, you can spend more time with the blend or whatever, yeah. That was quick, that was a quick draw. for a bit of a lack of a better way to phrase it. But yeah, there we go. Cheers, Tacozilla, for sharing your bizarre creations.
Oh, I ran out of weed for my smoking pipe. Ooh!
Oh god, I need to include that as well.
Oh, I ran out of weed for my smoking pipe.
Give me a second. Let me just confirm. Let's just wait. Fuck me, I can't believe this. What the fuck is he doing? What in the fuck? That's a good one, I think. That right there is a very good one. I think of all the frames here, I think this is the most robust one. Fuck me, man. Yeah, I think we've got a wee winner here. I think we have a wee winner right here. Bloody hell, so give me a sign here. Let's go full screen. Let's make that some bitch full screen. There we go. It's a wee bit blurry, you know what I mean? But it's other than that though, I think we're on to a winner here. I hope this is the last time I need to fucking pause for a fucking thumbnail today. No more. No mass. No more, Phil. Stop being so horribly photogenic for all the wrong reasons. Fucking Kevin from Home Alone. Fucking vibes. It's like he's a 42-year-old man being left alone. Cat and Jasper at the house. He's all alone. Oh no. And fucking detractors are trying to steal fucking Christmas. Whatever. I don't know. Let's get home with a bingo.
Oh no. Oh. But anyway, that's a good point. You know, Dank Tank says maybe this could be something you and your wife do together. You're right. It could be something that we explore together. We do like a virtual town and stuff together. I don't know. But it's an interesting premise. It is. Okay. Okay. On to the actual big story for today. All right. Is that Embracer Group, who, if you're not aware, Embracer Group is a company that in the last 5 or so years basically went around acquiring a whole ton of game studios. Right? And it was weird because they were just like sucking them all up, and they're like, what are they doing? Trying to do like the biggest like amalgamation studio ever? Are they trying to like consolidate efforts for game development from all these different studios into one? Well, yes and no, because it seems like they were doing, that's what they were doing at first, but then all of a sudden in the last few months they started actually closing studios and laying people off. Right? So that sucks. That's happened, and a lot of people are saying that's kind of what started this wave of layoffs in the game industry in general. Well, they made an announcement that they are now going to divest into 3 separate companies. Okay, so here's what's happening. Embracer Group are no longer going to be listed as Embracer Group. They're going to be 3 companies. First, there's going to be Asmodee, a global leading tabletop game publisher and distributor with an extensive studio and network of IP catalog. Now, I don't actually know what tabletop games Embracer Group owns, but it sounds like they own a lot. They're claiming net sales of like 14 billion SEK. I don't know what SEK currency is. So I don't know what tabletop...
Isn't that the Swedish currency? Like the krona or something? I can't remember what it's called exactly, but SEK, I feel like it's Swedish currency.
Stuff they're dabbling in, and why that they're reporting it in this. I guess this company is just this weird currency. So I can't tell what the sales actually are. $1 billion sounds pretty high to me though.
Is that an interesting number? No, I'm not playing it.
So that's number one. Then they're going to have a second company called Coffee Stain and Friends. Okay, and this one's going to be a diverse gaming entity with a dual focus on indie and AAA premium and free-to-play games for PC and console and mobile with a high degree of recurring revenue. Essentially, they're going to make a company called Coffee Stain and Friends that's going to be a games as a service company. Literally, that's what they're doing. Games as a service. Oh, it's Swedish? People are saying it's Swedish, this company. Okay, I didn't know that. So SEK is the Swedish currency. Gotcha. All right. And then
you and your
they're
friends.
Gonna make a third company. So Embracer is becoming 3 completely separate companies. The third company will be called Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends. And this is going to be a creative powerhouse in AAA game development and publishing for PC and console, as well as the stewards of the Lord of the Rings and Tomb Raider intellectual properties, among many others. All right. So they're going to have a kind of games as a service mess around game studio for mobile games and things like that. And then they're going to have a serious AAA level game development studio that's going to handle the big IPs that are under their umbrella. If you remember, Okay, if you remember, FYI, because you may not remember this, hold on. Okay, good. There that. So if you remember, Tomb Raider, right, recently got sold, and Embracer bought up Tomb Raider, and then hasn't really done anything with it yet. So it's kind of, you know, we don't know what's going to happen with the Tomb Raider IP. Are they going to reboot it and make a new series? Because they had that trilogy of Tomb Raider games for a while, and then there's been nothing for quite a while. In addition, they just bought up Gearbox. No, Gearbox was bought by 2K, excuse me. They bought up, who was it? They bought up another big IP recently. I can't remember who it was. But yeah, basically what they did, they just went on this buying spree. But now people don't know what's happening with these IPs because a lot of these games are kind of defunct and people are like, are they going to make a game or not? So I guess what they're saying is they're redirecting their efforts, and this Middle-earth Enterprises and Friends studio or company is the one that's going to be working on major game development. So it sounds like, sadly, they were in a position where they kind of had everything under one umbrella and no real guidance or focus. So now they are, you know, more hyper-focusing by splitting up into 3 directly, you know, divested companies that are focusing on one thing each.
Anybody care what this guy thinks? No!
I guess that's good. Still the Kubo says, remember, they already canceled Deus Ex after buying Eidos. That's right. Remember that? They bought up so many IPs, and people were hopeful when these IPs got bought up that they were going to do something with them, and then they just haven't. It's just sad. So, anyway, so is this good or bad news? The way I see it, there's no way it could possibly be bad news, because the bad news was that they were buying everything up and either doing nothing with it or closing studios, right? Which is awful. So it's like, you don't want that to happen. You don't want people to be bought up as a company. Oh, great, I have a new owner. Now we can start doing new projects. No, you're laid off. Huh? That's not good. So at least in this announcement, you would hope this means that the company will have a new direction, and especially those game devs, you know, who worked on these IPs for a bit, and, you know, we're looking for guidance, right? Looking for something to do. Well, hopefully, they're going to have guidance now and something to do, right? I don't know. It's just weird because, you know, you keep hearing Embracer Group for like the last 5 years, and like, so what's going on? What are they doing? And you never hear anything good. So they bought all the IPs, but where are the games? Are they making games? You don't even hear that they're making games. What was the point of this investment company buying up all of this and then doing nothing with it? So I'm assuming this is the first step towards doing something with all of that investment. But I mean, hey, what's going to happen? Like, for example, we just said the announcement of Lord of the Rings games. We had Gollum last year. That game was an atrocious mess. There was also the Dwarves in the Mines of Moria game, which no one even played or knew it released. That came out last year. And now we've got this Shire simulation game coming out later in the year. So is this really the direction that we want for Lord of the Rings after they had strong outings in games like Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor, which of course, as we know, were ruined by microtransactions, but still, you know, those I think were way stronger outings than what they're coming out with now, right? So you gotta wonder what direction all these games are gonna go in. Tomb Raider particularly, you know, Tomb Raider had the reboot, and it was a good reboot for about 5 years. The games were coming out 5 or 6 years a span, and a lot of people liked that reboot trilogy. And like, well, what happened? Now it's just completely on hiatus, and will they do anything with this Tomb Raider IP or not? You know, Tomb Raider was at one point one of the biggest gaming IPs in the world. Lara Croft was synonymous with pop culture. She was on gaming magazine covers, but other mainstream like pop culture covers. You had Angelina Jolie playing the character in 2 live-action movies, and it's like, you know, how did that just go away and not, you know, and not be successful in the modern day? It's kind of weird, right? Especially now, let's be honest, in the modern day, there's this resurgence of like heroines in cinema and gaming, and heroines are being very, very pushed to the forefront in narratives now. So why is one of the strongest heroines of the late 90s and early 2000s of gaming just missing in action? It's very bizarre. So we'll see, but all right, that's gaming news for today, folks. Cool. Outside of that, I don't really have anything for today, okay? So what I'll say is I'll open it up. First of all, any contributions that come in, I will shout out, and we're going to do some shout outs because we had a couple super chats here, but that's about it for now. Nothing else to shout out. So we could do Q&A, or we can do suggestion box, although I prefer, we're going to do suggestion box if we had kind of scheduled it, but let's do a couple quick shout outs here. From BB Phil, did a super chat about half an hour ago and said, I also want my employees to help with new tip goals. The vest has to go because of the heat. I assume, how about reciting fun poems? Me reciting fun poems? Like what? Like, you want me to pull out, like, you know, a poetry book and start just reading verses randomly from a poetry book? I'm not so sure that would catch on. I don't know if people would like that. I might like that, but I don't know if my audience would like poetry. You know, just saying. And the BB Phil did a second super chat. Did the Street Fighter ever make it to the early time slot? Not really. Not these days. You know, when Street Fighter 6 was new last year, it was a prominent game everyone wanted to see. I had it always at the day slot for very often, actually, in those early months. But essentially now, I reserve the day slots for games where I either want to get more gameplay in, or it's a narrative-based game where you want to get a chunk in. You know what I'm saying? Newer games, for sure, always get the day slot. So that's why Street Fighter is always kind of a late-night stream. Okay? Her Solo, what are you asking? Are you asking if the stream is loading? Not for me. Stream looks good to me. I see no problems with the stream whatsoever right now. So I'm not sure what you mean. Hopefully you guys are not experiencing problems with the stream. Frame rate's good and everything, too. The technical issues from the other day seem to have been worked out. I don't see any problems. Dentronic says, here's a fun poem. Roses are red, Phil is the man, don't be a troll or get robustly banned. Here you go.
Who fucking cares?
It's fine? Okay. Cool. All right. So, BB Phil, thank you for those first 2 super chats. Outside of that, we don't have anything going on. So, I will say, let's maybe want to do some Q&A and talk a little bit. I don't really know if I feel like suggestion box today. I don't know if I'm in the mood. Right, just
if he's not in the mood to receive constructive help from his audience on trying to improve his content, he would rather just fucking wait for money to come in.
Elvis for $500? No, but I might just look for Elvis for a Halloween special at some point. Jade says, I just want to say sup, I'll see you tonight. Look out for the JPs, Kens, DJs, Juries, Camis, Chuns. Oh, I'll look out for everyone. I'm Zangief, I'm one of the worst characters. I gotta look out for everyone. I gotta look out for a strong breeze or a tumbleweed coming down. You know, it might kick my ass. Joel Loft, please stop and don't ever say that again. I mean it. We've already talked about it to death and I don't want to talk about it or hear it. You're just trying to...
Oh, we need to see what was said. We need to see what was said. This is like 25 minutes ago. Okay, I let's derail and see what this fucking random nutter said. What was his name? Zoloff or some push? Hold on. Shut up, Phil. Let's try in 25 minutes on this fucking thing and let's see what it said. Hold on, give me a second. Bear with me here, bear with me. I got the raw Phil version up here. Yeah, Joel Loft. People are wondering why you aren't playing Stellar Blade this week. Seriously? Seriously? This harmless comment? Why aren't you playing Stellar Blade this week? And it resulted in that angry little meltdown from Phil.
At some point. Jade says, I just want to say sup, I'll see you tonight. Look out for the JPs, Kens, DJs, Juries, Camis, Chuns. Oh, I'll look out for everyone. I'm Zangief, I'm one of the worst characters. I gotta look out for everyone. I gotta look out for a strong breeze or a tumbleweed coming down. You know, it might kick my ass.
So, and then the question's asked. People are wondering why you aren't playing Stellar Blade this week. And he responds...
Joel Loft, please stop and don't ever say that again. I mean it. We've already talked about it to death and I don't want to talk about it or hear it. You're just trying to annoy me and I'm not going to take the bait, so just stop right now. Okay? Okay.
What a fucking cunt.
If I play Fallout 4, will I do the DLC? That's a good question. Maybe. I own them. There's two, right? I know there's the Nuka-Cola world, and I know... What's the second one? I'm trying to remember because I think there were two major DLCs for it, and I did buy and own them and play them both when they came out. So technically, I should still own the rights digitally, and I should be able to get them if I want to and install them and play them. Now, I don't know how well the Fallout 4 playthrough is going to do. Right now, it's timely because the Fallout show and Fallout Mania is going in full swing right now, and that's why I want to play it with these updates. Was it Far Harbor? So it was Far Harbor and Nuka-Cola World? There's also Automatron. Well, Automatron is crashing the PS4 version. Did I ever play Automatron? Why don't I remember that? I remember Far Harbor, and I remember Nuka-Cola World. I don't remember Automatron at all. It doesn't even ring a bell. Maybe I didn't like that one. I seriously cannot remember it. What's up, Jasper? Finally on camera? He finally had enough. He had to show up. He had to get some spotlight time today, right, buddy? Just had to get my attention.
Shut up, bitch!
It wasn't a huge DLC. Maybe that's why I don't remember it. I just don't remember doing it, right? There's a few quests and robot customization stuff. Maybe I didn't play that one. Maybe I didn't play it at all. Possibility. So anyway, Fallout 4, I think we're going to start the base game with whatever the updates are that are available. No, I'm not using mods because they won't work. All mods as of Thursday will not work with the game. All mods have to be updated to work with the newest version of the game. So mods are off the table for now. Maybe long term, but for now, they're just not available. So we're going to start on Saturday with a new playthrough of Fallout 4 with these new mods 9 years later. Not new mods, the new update. 9 years later and see what happens. And then go from there. If we do the DLCs, maybe not. It depends on how the main game does. You know, if you guys like the main game and the playthrough and it's going well and people are engaging and having a good time, then maybe we'll do other DLCs as well. It depends on how it goes. We'll see. Okay. Spawn Killer just did a $5 super chat and says, since Fall TV show is a success, they need to do a Mass Effect movie or TV show. I think Mass Effect would do well. I seriously believe that because right now, you still have shows like Star Trek spin-offs and stuff that are very popular. I don't see why Mass Effect would not work, especially because Mass Effect has such cool lore based around its races and stuff like that. And Mass Effect, quite frankly, could be played up as like the mature-rated Star Trek. It could, because of the gore and everything. It could be mature Star Trek. I think people would like that. I think it would do well. I don't know why they haven't thought of that, except for the fact that they botched the game series. So obviously with a botched game series and no one really talking about it right now, they probably don't think that making a TV show makes sense. At the very same time, I mean, Fallout hadn't been prominent for a long time too, and the TV show was good, and now everyone's talking about it and playing it. So I don't really think that matters, but I think that might be their mentality, right? But I agree with you. I think Mass Effect would do really well as a series. I believe that. Jade says hi, Jasper. Jade says hello, Jasper. You want to say something to Jade? Meow meow.
Shut up, bitch!
Not gonna meow. Cracker Jacks, good afternoon. This is a nice shirt. This is my original tropical shirt that I got last summer for the summer. What would I call it? It was a summer party we did, but I can't remember what we called it. It was like the summer cookout or something like that. That's when I bought this shirt. So I was like June of last year. No, it was like June or July of last year. That's when I got this shirt. And then after that, I got more. But this was the original one. Jasper, you're silly. Look at all this attention he wants now. He won't. I have a tip. I can't even shout the tip out because I can't get to it because I have a cat on my lap. So I can't even get to the tip. Burger. All right, Jasper. It's time to get off my lap so I can continue with the podcast. Okay? Say hello to
I was like, money. Fuck you, Jasper. Yeet.
everyone. Look at the camera. Not looking at the camera. He would have to kick me. Well, you're not going to kick me. That's not going to happen. Okay, so let's get Spawn Killer on the leaderboard.
Jasper looks pissed. Pattinson, I'd be pissed too with an owner like DSP. This piece of shit is a fucking person you rely on to fucking take care of you, but it doesn't want to fucking take you to the goddamn vet because you're always fucking sick. Doesn't want to fucking pay money to get you a blood test. Meanwhile, he fucking spurges on himself on his fat ass fucking beefy wife, constantly fucking feeding DoorDash to her fucking throat 24/7. Yeah, I'd be pissed too with an owner like DSP.
Yeah. I received a $10 tip from John Lambo. Why are you pronouncing golem, colum, and rooftop wrong? Is that a Connecticut accent? A. Yes, we say golem, colum, and rooftop. That's how we pronounce words. No, it's golem, column, and rooftop.
Okay, now say spiritual successor. Yeah, fucking dick.
That's how we say it. If that doesn't sound right to you, I don't know. That's how I was taught to pronounce it when I grew up in Connecticut. Literally by teachers who I went to, like, you know, advanced placement British literature classes and shit like that where they teach.
Please tell me your fucking teachers taught you to fucking say spiritual successor. I please, someone ask him. Someone on the fucking planet find a way to try and get Phil to confirm whether this fucking Connecticut education fucking got him to fucking be taught to say spiritual successor or all that, you know. God damn. Please tell me he's gonna fucking blame the education system. Oh my god. I thought it was successor, honestly. Goddamn Connecticut education. I love how... And Phil's trying his best here to kind of sound impressive with his education. He's always bitched and whined and moaned about being knocked back from the elite colleges, not shit. And he's always complained about, you know, oh, I wanted to get a better education but I couldn't get it, and now he resents the fucking Ivy League educated not shit, you know. He hates them because he wanted to be a part of them, but he wasn't able to get in there, and so he fucking, you know, despises them because he wasn't a part of the elite.
Who I went to, like, you know, advanced placement British literature classes and shit like that where they teach you pronunciation of tough words, and that's how they pronounced it. So, yeah. Thank you.
They teach you pronunciation of tough words. That's probably the fucking actual description of the class. The British, of course. British, yeah, says they probably had a very British professor that fucking taught you how to say the things properly and enunciate the T's and all that shit, you know, and Phil, that's where Phil learned to properly enunciate the T's.
T T T T T T T T T T T.
To John Lambo. Just like I say, golf, the sport of golf, rooftop, right? That's how you say it. Frog. It's not frog, it's frog. There's a frog, there's golf, there's a rooftop. Golem, a golem golem that strikes a column on his balls. What? He strikes his balls with a column. Great. How do I pronounce Worcestershire? Worcestershire. That's how you
Please tell us someone asked him to fucking pronounce successor.
spell it. That's how you pronounce it. Worcestershire. So thank you very much for the first tip of the day, John Lambo. I appreciate that. A cookie tier test? I've got a great palate. What do you mean? You mean like, Bender says I think you should do a cookie tier test. So what do you mean? I should buy a bunch of cookies and sit here and taste test the cookies and rank them? I've never done anything like that before. A live taste test ranking? That is a completely unique idea. I've never thought about that before.
God, more minimum fucking effort and maximum fucking reward sort of content creation. It's such a terrible fucking idea, can't wait to fucking do it. No, all I have to do is buy a whole bunch of food. And then just smack his lips on stream, shoving all sorts of various fucking pieces of crap in his mouth.
What do you guys think about that? A live taste test ranking event where I get like a bunch of things and I do live taste tests and we rank them in a tier list.
Who fucking cares?
What do you guys think about that? I don't know. I have to figure out what we want to do. I'd have to get a whole bunch of cookies. I mean, there's so many different cookies. You can rank classic Chips Ahoy, you know, crunchy versus soft versus an Oreo cookie versus an oatmeal raisin cookie versus a Thin Mint versus a, you know, there's so many kinds of cookies. I could get like 15 cookies and rank them all. Sounds like diabetes. Well, yeah, if you eat the entire boxes, perhaps.
DSP tries it, speedrunning diabetes.
It'd be great if you take viewer brand suggestions, says the Blimp. Yeah, you say, what are your guys' favorite cookies? And see if I can get them all and then do a taste testing against each other. That could be viable, as long as they're not expensive, you know, to figure it out. Do a live test ranking event on the most popular potato.
Was that a burp there?
Be viable, as long as they're not expensive, you know, to figure it out. Do a live...
I thought I had a burp, but yeah, that's my bad.
Test ranking event on the most popular potato chips. I don't want to eat a bunch of greasy potato chips. Cookies, listen, cookies pretty good.
You'll stuff this fucking face full like 15 packets of fucking cookies, but fucking potato chips, those can be sharp sometimes. Those potato chips can have some sharp edges and they might fucking hurt his poor little fucking mouth. It doesn't like eating chicken on the bone because it's all go to your fucking eat. How do you think he feels with these extra sharp fucking potato chips? It might make his gums bleed.
I don't know about potato chips. I could do it in my old Cookie Monster outfit. There you go. Remember I was Cookie Monster several years ago for Halloween? So I'll put on the Cookie Monster Halloween costume. The Cookie Monster live taste test ranking stream. That's funny. Where did you get that idea? That's completely out of left field. That is completely out of left field. Ugh. White macadamia nut cookies? Oh, man. That's interesting.
No, it isn't.
Well, let me know if this is an idea you guys are interested in. We want to do like a wacky, zany one-off stream of it or something like that, see how it does. I would consider it just as long as it's not a big money investment, you know? If I gotta get
for him. As long as it's not a big money investment for him. It's perfectly fine if his audience want to fucking invest all sorts of fucking money for it, you know what I mean? That's the whole point of him doing it. But as long as he doesn't, you know... Oh my god, as long as it's not a big money investment. Then why the fuck... Like... Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. I need to. I'm going to wind it. I'm just going to let him fucking cook with it, you know what I mean? But to me, that was funnier than it should have been. Just hear him say that and admit that.
Well, let me know if this is an idea you guys are interested in. We want to do like a wacky, zany one-off stream of it or something like that, see how it does. I would consider it just as long as it's not a big money investment, you know? If I gotta get 15 kinds of cookies, and each pack of cookies costs like $5-6, I mean, we're talking like a $50-60 money investment. For cookies that likely we're not going to eat, like they're all going to go bad. There's no way we're going to eat all those. So obviously it has to be something that's going to make sense that people want, so that it's not a waste of time and money. We'll see. Could be a good segment for the next special I do. I see it more as a one-off stream. Because if it's a segment of a special, then you have to continue on. What if I eat all these cookies and I get sick to my stomach because I ate too many cookies? Now how do I do the rest of the stream? Right? So I don't know about that. That's something so unique and interesting and not harmful. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, drink yourself drunk with a bunch of fucking liquor and shit like that. I wouldn't be opposed to it. It's just a matter of making sure that it's safe and not expensive, right? So I would consider that. It doesn't have to be cookies. That was an example, right? I'm sure we could do it with different things. Cool. Do a little brainstorming here. I received a $7 tip from John Lambo again. Would you share the story when you were wearing the platinum vest and had a fire alarm in your gated community and you had to run outside wearing that vest in public? What were the faces of your neighbors like? It's hard to remember. I vaguely remember this. That I was wearing the platinum vest and the fire alarm that conjoins the 3 units here that I live in, I'm in the middle unit, went off. And so we all went outside to the main fire alarm right here. And we were looking at it together and we realized it was probably a false alarm. And so it was just disabled. I don't recall at all anything like that was said. If anything, I don't think anyone said a word. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, you're ignoring your fucking neighbours because you're fucking awful trying to interact with any other fucking human beings on the planet because you're fucking such a social hermit.
Seems to me like that was something in the moment that was funny, but I'd forgotten completely about it, so I don't really have much of a story to tell. I don't remember.
Oh, apparently I've got 100 likes. Guys, thank you very much for liking the stream. 100 likes. Not only does that mean we have a free space for the bingo card, but we also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. Remember, guys, keep an eye on the bottom right for Jasper. Today is thing. And by that I mean shoot the fuck out of this little buggy. Good cat. That's what you fucking get for not paying attention to your fucking cat, you fucking selfish dick.
Ice Darkness says it would be cool after you beat Fallout 4 again if you do a quest tier list. I don't want to do a quest tier list, but we could do like a chill stream where we just kind of deplug from the game and say, okay, here's what's good about Fallout 4, here's what's not so good about Fallout 4, maybe compared to the other games. Here's some of my favorite quests, some quests that I think fall flat, something like that. But I don't know who would do a tier list for.
You're still in mission 1. No, I'm not gonna let you lie. I know you're lying. I'm gonna pick on you. I know you're lying.
Could comment something from the Fallout cookbook. I'm sure she could, but we don't have it. I'm sure she could, though. She's a good cook, and, you know, as long as the recipes are sound, I'm pretty sure that she can make some good stuff from it. We know it exists. We actually saw it online.
Sure, has a fucking ghoul in the house if I can make recipes from because you are the goddamn ghoul. You fucking pasty prick.
No, I pay no attention to what detractors do at all. You guys don't.
Oh, you fucking don't. Stop fucking lying, Phil. They make 1,000 videos about me every day and it's all slanderous and they're all lying about me and it's all fucking... They're saying mean things about me every day and they're saying this about this and they're saying that about that. He doesn't pay attention to them though. He ignores all the white noise that the detractors are saying and doing, but he can't stop bringing up the things that the detractors are saying and doing as well. It sounds like to me he's lying to his audience about not paying attention to the mean nasty detractors. Ah, fuck me, man. Mr. Wings is a screenshot thing, really? It's a bit blurry and it's a bit of a generic face, but, you know, if you want it, I'll fucking, you know, I'll do it. Why not? If you want it so badly, I'll do it. But I don't think it's anything special. But you asked nicely, so I'll do it for you. There we go, we got that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's, I mean, I've seen like various kinds of like these kind of, you know, cunt faces before. So, yeah. I'll put it in the Discord for members. And for you, Mister's no longer in the member Discord because he's stopped being a member, but I'll send it directly to him as well because I'm such a lovely bastard. Because I'm such a lovely bastard, I'll send it directly to Mister as well. That's the kind of person I am. There you go. So Mister has it as well directly.
Tell me about it and I hear about the stuff for the first time. I don't care. It's nonsense, so no. I don't know anything about that. I don't want to talk about it. No, don't care. Giving them attention is the opposite of what I want on my content, so. It'll just happen.
You cannot help but pay attention to us. We live in your head, goddamn rent free. And it's a big ass, oddly shaped head to live in.
Clicked on this. What happened? Kirk tipped me $1 said, did my neighbor say, oh my god, it's Joey Fatone? No. I doubt my neighbors would know who Joey Fatone is. Or care.
I bet your fucking neighbours don't know who the fuck DSP Gaming is either, or Phil Burnell. Since you're fucking such a goddamn awkward piece of shit.
What obscure reference to me. Thanks for the 60 cents, Kurt. If you wonder why I said that, it's because I keep telling him don't do dollar tips because the dollar tips, like a third of it goes to PayPal, but he just doesn't listen. And he just does dollar tips anyway, so he just keeps paying PayPal for some reason. I don't know why he does that. Anyway. What were the last cookies that I myself baked? Oh, I don't think I ever baked cookies myself. I don't recall ever baking cookies myself. My wife has baked cookies, but I don't ever recall making cookies in my life. No. Nope. Not from scratch, not from anything. No. Not once. 0 times.
This is a fucking boring podcast. Can we go? I'm going 1.75. I'm bored at my tits. I don't think we're going to win either because Phil has just been so boring with today's podcast. Look what the Penny says community. Did Phil say community? He may have mentioned community earlier on at the fire alarm thing. Yeah, he may have mentioned community. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, I might have missed that. Yeah,
Burger.
There we go. There we go, yeah. And Broside Phil called it as well. Guys, if I miss things, please don't be afraid to just like fucking tag my name in the chat and just you don't be as annoying as you want to be if I miss things. You have permission to be as annoying as possible if I miss things so I can fucking try and catch. I do apologise for missing that. You know what I mean? I'm listening for like, you know, Pim talking about his own bloody audience and I completely missed out on that. So yeah, cheers guys for spotting that. Appreciate it.
Baking is something I don't do. You know, I could cook basic stuff, but I never really baked at all. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember if I ever baked. You know, I'll bake things in the oven that are meant to be baked in the oven. Frozen food is it costs on a pan, you spray it, you bake it. But, you know, when it comes to bakery stuff, like pastries, bread, I don't think I've ever done anything like that for myself, ever. No. Joel Lost his Fallout will become very prominent again for the next few years thanks to the show. Maybe get a vault suit to wear as a vest during the Fallout streams, just saying it would be cool. I was thinking like maybe a piece of merch. Like I know that they have like Fallout hoodies and stuff like that you can get. That would be pretty neat. Toss on like a Fallout hoodie or something like that. But then again, I don't think they're cheap, you know.
Neither supporting your streams, you fucking greedy dick.
But I have a Portal hoodie, but that's not Fallout. It's Portal. Darn, if only Portal had a TV show right now. The only piece of merch I have from Fallout is my bobblehead behind me. Oop, my bobblehead behind me. That's literally it. I don't have anything else. Oh, let's see here. I received.
So he has a Portal hoodie, and Portal 2 is a very fun multiplayer game, but it's too intelligent for, you know, him and Cat to play because he wouldn't be able to understand the puzzles.
A $6.66 tip. Ugly tuna roll. Back in the old days, my friends and I thought it was a good idea to try all these different chips. I got really sick and actually it triggered irritable bowel syndrome for the first time. Wow, that's no good. I'm very sorry to hear that. Be careful with high sugar foods and high carbs. Cheers, Phil. I've been living with IBS ever since. Luckily here in Japan.
You don't need to worry about Phil's fucking diet. Diet is an expert. You know, Phil's an expert in diet now and exercise. Did you know Phil Burnell invented exercise and dietary foods? Yeah. He was talking about it all before fucking all these influencers were doing it apparently. So he invented healthy eating and healthy living. And he has these power walks that fucking break land speed records. He can walk like fucking 2 miles in 30 seconds or some pish. Oh, that's a good shout there from Broside Phil. Is IBS, Scat Talk, Irritable Bowel Syndrome. I'm going to count it. It was kind of like, you know, forced on him.
Burger.
But I'm counting it.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
I'm counting that as Scat Talk, even though it was like, you know, from us, it wasn't Phil just being his usual Scat Talk himself, but he was talking about it thanks to Super Chat. I'm counting that.
Foods are too harsh, aren't too harsh like they are in the States. Gotcha. That is not good. That chips triggered irritable bowel syndrome. Holy crap, right? And you would hope if I just eat a few cookies, it wouldn't be a big deal. But, you know, you're right. I actually don't usually eat sweets. It's kind of a rarity for me. Like, no exaggeration. My wife and I bought a box of chocolates at Costco back in December. And we said, hey, when Christmas hits, we'll have some of these. And we did. And then we didn't eat them again until Valentine's Day. And then we haven't eaten them again. They're just sitting there. We don't eat them. Sweets is just something I don't think about, you know? The blimp has just...
Can Cat not reach him because on the shelf was too high? Or what? It's hard to imagine Cat with the way she is right now with the fucking, you know, the difference in fucking size in 5 years. It makes me think she kind of likes that kind of thing. So I'm trying to wonder if this shelf was just too high for her to reach. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a bit mean about it. I don't know.
Hey, Super Chat. So speaking of gangsters, I started rewatching The Sopranos again. 25 years since it came out, still holds up. Did you see it? What are your thoughts? Yeah, my parents and I watched it together. We had HBO back then. We watched it every Sunday night when a new episode came out, and we loved the show. Saw the entire thing from start to finish. So we loved it, except for the ending, which sucked. Okay, it sucked because there was no ending. They didn't write one. Oh, well, that's not gonna happen. Kirk says I'm tipping you $1 because I like to think that it's a hassle, and then you'll unblock my screen name. Well, I'm never going to unblock you, like literally ever. I'm never going to unblock your accounts ever in any circumstance. Like I said, if you come back to my chat as a new account and no one knows it's you, and you behave, that's one thing. But I'm never unbanning you because of the things that you've acted like and said in my chat. So you're wasting your time. You're barking up the wrong tree.
What is up, everyone? Hello, and welcome.
Okay.
Only mic was on. It's been on the whole time, huh?
Then Kirk did another $1 tip. He says, actually, it's because I'm poor. Please don't judge me. Doesn't even make sense. You could literally do a $2 to $3 tip together rather than 3 $1 tips. And you could say exactly the same stuff in the tip because your message is short. The tip, you can leave a pretty large tip message, I found. Pretty large. Not huge, like 10 paragraphs, but you could do like maybe 2 or 3 paragraphs. You'd say a lot in a tip message. YouTube did ban Kirk at one point, but I think he came back on another IP. But they did IP ban him at one point. Because he was banned from my chat, and I checked, I was like, you're not banned. And then he's like, well, I can't talk on any channel. I was like, well, then you're definitely banned by YouTube itself. You know? YouTube has deemed they don't want you on the site chatting because of what you said. So there's not much I can do about that.
Except encourage him to fucking circumnavigate that, going against YouTube's terms of service. So, yeah, Phil. Have a good time trying to explain to YouTube why you highly encourage that sort of fucking activity.
So then he came back with another account and got banned again anyway. I'm like, well, you know, kind of, you know, history repeats itself here. What's my favorite gin? Oh, I don't know. I haven't really had that much gin. It was a stupid running meme because I guess it was caught in a few videos of mine way back in the day that they were gin bottles.
Yeah, there's bottles of Tanqueray all over the fucking place, Phil. We've seen it everywhere you fucking went. It fucking travelled with you to fucking several different places. So yeah, it caught people's eye. So yeah, go on, Phil. Shout out Tanqueray. If Phil shouts out Tanqueray, we get a free space. But I don't think he's going to because that's a popular old-fashioned Detractor meme. You might mention the whale tail, who knows?
What's my favorite gin? Oh, I don't know. I haven't really had that much gin. It was a stupid running meme because I guess it was caught in a few videos of mine way back in the day that they were gin bottles in the shots. When I used to regularly drink gin, I drank Tanqueray. I thought it tasted good because it had this like citrusy botanical.
Hey, the Tanqueray reference actually fucking happened. We get a fuck it. We get a free space. We've got 3 free spaces. So I don't think we're gonna win bingo, you know. So fuck it. This is our 3rd free space. We got one because we fucking mentioned Tanqueray.
Oh, like air to it, but I haven't even had that many gins to really make a judgment. I don't know. I remember in recent years you stated creators take a day off or take it easy when they do a react stream. Has your philosophy changed on that after 1 year of DSP React?
Oh, let me slow that down because I think Phil said day off there. Let me just slow that down just to make sure I didn't miss that. Hurry up, bitch. Read it.
I remember in recent years you stated creators take a day off or take it easy when they do a reaction.
Day off. Day off.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
There you go. He said fucking day off. Hooray.
I remember in recent years you stated creators take a day off or take it easy when they do a react stream. Has your philosophy changed on that after 1 year of DSP React? It's this simple, all right? When you're making your own creative content, right?
Phil, your own creative content? Your react stuff is not your own creative content. Shut the fuck up, yeah bitch.
Right? That's harder work than just watching someone else's content and commentating on it. True.
Oh, okay, there you go, yeah. But you're not even commentating on it. You admitted yesterday that you fucking watched a video about the troubles and you didn't even react to it. You're charging your members to send you content to react to, and some videos that they send, you're actively choosing not to react to because you have no opinion to say about it. Therefore, you're not even fulfilling the pledge of reacting to the content they want you to react to.
Sundays for me are easier days. because on Sunday I'm reacting to clips you guys submitted, and then I'm reacting to my own gameplay from a decade ago. It's an easier day. It's less difficult than saying, okay, today I'm going to actively start playing a game. I'm going to challenge myself. I'm going to use skill and reaction time and stuff. It's more stressful to play a game.
So Phil, based on your logic here, this is actually a question I'm kind of curious to ask Phil, if you'd even be fucking willing to answer it. He's openly admitting here that Sundays are the easiest day of the week for him, based on the effort that is required of him to do the content he makes that day. Because it's not really his content, it's basically reacting to other content. You know, he's not having to create new content, essentially. Does that mean his estimation of how much he believes he should get per day has lowered on Sundays? Like, he thinks he deserves $50 per stream during a normal working day for him, so that's $100 per day, 2 streams. Does he then believe that because Sundays are a lot easier for him, that he doesn't deserve $50 per stream? Because he's admitting right here, it's a lot easier for him, it's less effort, it's less everything. So why should people pay the same on Sundays as they would on any other day of the week, when Phil's admitting he can be lazier on Sundays?
Again, it's more stressful to do a produced video that has a plan behind it, and you have to work to do it, edit it, and all that. You know what I'm saying? The React stuff really, to me, does feel like easy mode content. All right, I don't do React stuff all the time. Every once in a while, I think it's good to break up stuff. Right, we've been enjoying it. I feel like the React stuff that I do, I'm adding something significantly to the content. It's not just me sitting here barely not saying anything and then profiting on it, right? Which a lot of people.
Do I need to fuck? Oh my god! He literally admitted last night for a member's video that's what he did. He's like, oh, I learned about the troubles in Ireland, and I thanked the person for submitting it, but I didn't comment on it. And like Phil's like proud I didn't comment on it, and it's like, yeah, but you're meant to react to it, Phil.
Well, I guess that's what a lot of people were saying about the XQC guy. They're being very critical of him, saying this is a guy who has an insane following and literally just sits around and watches other people's content, barely says a word, and banks on it. And I guess people hated on him for it. Now, I don't know if that's exactly what happens or not. I can tell you from the little bit of content I watched from the guy, it was mind-numbingly bad. It was just, I can't believe anyone would watch this. You can't even understand what the guy says. He's a marble mouth. So, you know, to me,
Mr. Spiritual Successor is having to go hit other people fucking talk. Fuck the fuck off. Like, XQC is a fucking... I don't like their content either. You know what I mean? But I don't bother watching their fucking content, you know what I mean? If I don't like the content, I won't fucking watch the fucking content. He does well for themselves. Fucking well done to them. Here's Phil having a go at somebody, then claims he doesn't watch them, but he's just jealous of them because they're massively more successful than him. With less effort, might I add. Which is saying something for Phil being such a lazy bastard.
Reacting live to an event, like, oh, I'm watching a game presentation and people are reacting live to that like they used to do E3. I think that was completely worthless. Really. I think the only way you can have intelligent content is if you digest something for a little bit, right? And then you're able to add something to that discussion, not just, oh, wow, oh. So all these live trailer reactions are dumb as shit. There are people out there who will react to a trailer, but they don't do the live reaction. They just tell you after the fact their impressions. That's much better in my opinion. I respect people who will give you their impressions after having watched it and thought intelligently rather than just a clickbaity shit, you know, thing. And so when I do my React stuff, I try to add something to it. I think it's been funny doing the retro reacts because some of my reactions to stuff is exactly the same as it was as like 14 years ago when I first played those games, and then other things completely different. It's cool to see that difference in evolution and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Daxma says, I think we're right skipping Rebirth. I'm going to finish it because I'm too deep into it right now, but I don't think I even would have played this game if I had known that it was minigame after minigame after minigame. Wow. Sad, but I don't know. You know, I was enjoying it until I was in the second open world area and it was identical to the first, and I was like, well, that's not good. Is it the whole game like that? And people were like, yes, that's the whole game. Unless you just do the base story, all the open world segments feel identical. I was like, well, that's kind of bad. I wish that they didn't do that. And then I just...
this is so boring. Am I still on 1. Fuck me, I'm going back to 1.75. I slowed down earlier to try and make sure I said Dale. I'm going back to 1.75. This is fucking bollock torture.
Everyone back to it, so. And by the way, I say it, it doesn't seem like anyone really cares. You know, I think it's, again, RPG overload. Too many RPGs, people stop caring about, you know? People are enjoying the Elden Ring return. People seem to want to see me play Fallout 4. But the RPGs that were coming out in a short period, people didn't really care. You know, they were bored of them within a stream or two. Anso Kamara says for him, Rebirth was incredible, but it's too long. It never felt boring, but it was just way too dragged out of the game. And what was the problem with games I'm playing? They're too fucking long. Games need to stop being so long. Sorry.
Oh, value for money is a good thing, you dick. Stop fucking begging for games to be fucking shorter. Value for money is a very good fucking thing. That should be encouraged to fucking get your good value for money for getting more content off. Oh my, you selfish fucking dick.
I'm sticking to my guns on this one. A lot of you guys disagreed with me when I said that months ago, but too many lengthy RPGs coming out at one time has killed that genre, right? I really do feel that way. I received a $5 tip from Dan the Man. Thank you, Dan, for the tip this morning. I appreciate that very, very much. Hit that on the leaderboard. just gets to the point where it's so frustrating. I just want to have fun.
Whatever you guys end up doing at any point in life, never ask Agent Proper if he has the R-rated picture of Dan the Man. You don't want to see it. You don't want to fucking have that image burned in your head. I'm just saying, if you've ever been curious about it, don't be curious. Just don't bother looking.
All right, Kirk took the dollar and said a bunch of nonsense I'm not reading. So thank you, Kirk. He thinks I'm gonna read that. He's crazy. I'm not reading that nonsense. Sorry. What's up, Game Boy? How you doing today? Good to see ya. Ghost, what are you talking about? He said, when you do feasting with the king, first of all, there is no feasting with the king. It's feasting with Phil for years. So I don't know where you're getting that. Seems like you aren't a big fan of pickles, bacon, or processed foods. Is that because they're too salty? Pickles I actually really like. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know if I've ever criticized pickle. I like pickles. I think that their vinegary flavor breaks the flavor of other things and makes it stand out. Bacon, I do feel when I'm getting older, I don't like it as much at all. Seriously, like I think bacon's too salty. You know, it tastes good. Don't get me wrong, but I liked bacon more when I was younger, and now I just don't crave it. Like if I'm gonna get a burger, I prefer without bacon. I like a burger with no bacon because the bacon is too overpowering of a flavor. You know, as for saltiness is relative, and yeah, some foods are too salty. But no, in general, I have no clue what you're talking about. Anso Kamaru, the Street Fighter 6 soundtrack is released. It's 6+ discs of music, but only 7 songs are good. These giant OSTs were only 10% of the tracks are memorable. Need to stop. The music of Street Fighter 6 is literally the worst part of the game. I said that at launch too. The soundtrack stinks. They were going for this weird, modern pop, weird. I don't even know how to describe it because some songs sound so different from others, but almost none of them are good. It's just the worst part of the game. I don't know what they were thinking with that soundtrack. The thing is, they're like proud of it. They're like, oh yeah, the soundtrack. And everyone said they didn't like it at launch. Like, what were you thinking? And it's just weird because they are like proud of it. They have this big giant, like you said, it's like 6 discs or like 2 or 3 LP records. They're selling for like, I'm not even kidding. They're selling a set of LPs, the actual like records for the Street Fighter 6 soundtrack for like over $100. Are you fucking stupid? No one likes your soundtrack. No one's gonna buy that besides just collectors who want collectors' item. No one wants that shit. It's terrible. They're just so dumb. I don't get it, man. I don't know. They don't listen. Anyway, BB Phil, thanks for the super chat. When does the main mega event get decided? I don't know yet. We're gonna keep talking about it. We still have over a month to determine what it's going to be, although I would like to lock it in. That way, we can start talking about planning and promoting it, right? I feel like a fighting game fiesta would be a great event, right? We did a fighting game centric event where we could do Street Fighter 6, some Tekken 8. In Tekken 8, I'd probably just return to like King or Paul or something basic and just mess around. It wouldn't be like that serious of gameplay. Just be a little mini session or whatever. But if I can get Fightcade working, maybe playing some classic fighting games, like I said, reminiscing about the past, telling stories about what it was like being in the FGC back in the day, but when it was grassroots and had nothing to do with making money like it is today, or internet popularity because there was none to be had. And also maybe reacting to some of my old matches and dissecting them and talking about them, stuff like that. Agent Coops, I'm watching your Fallout review show today. I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad to hear that. I know for a fact that more people will end up liking that as they finish it. You know, people were watching.
Alright, it was my mistake. I wasn't Dan the Man I was talking about. It's somebody called Acid Face. That's my bad. My bad. Okay, so there we go. Just to clear up the misconception, I was confusing different people. So don't bother Agent Proper about Dan the Man stuff. My bad. I got it wrong.
Watching that show at their own pace. It is over 8 hours of content. And once you watch it, please go check it out. And I hope you'll enjoy it. That's over on my DSP React channel. It's the featured video, but it is 2 parts. The first part is more my summary and thoughts about the base show. And part 2 is talking about lore and likes and dislikes and interacting with the chat, talking about is it a woke show, like some people have said, and just debating all those topics. So. Oh, what cool would be to see me build stuff like a cat house for Jasper, huh? Jasper is not the kind of cat that likes elaborate stuff. What I mean by that is we have 2 cat trees in this house for Jasper. One he literally never uses, and the other he only uses once in a blue moon to get a good view of the backyard. He ignores it most of the time. We've bought him elaborate things, done things that he just doesn't care. You know what he likes? Boxes. If we order something off Amazon and it's a decent sized box, he literally just jumps in and plays in the box, and he loves it. That's like his favorite thing. That's how he is. He's a very base cat who doesn't want anything elaborate. Basic is better for him. Han Solo was saying, can you help me understand why you have other channels and not just this main one? This channel has been around since 2010 and has been a hub for gameplay, correct? Now, I would say it used to be pre-stream, now it's a podcast. I want to keep that as the focus of this channel. My other
the podcast isn't gameplay, so why the fuck's it on DSP Gaming? The podcast is essentially content that would do better on your King of Hate vlog channel, for example, which got rebranded to DSP Reacts. But you may as well fucking have it in DSP Reacts, because the podcast is essentially you reacting to your chat for 90 fucking minutes or so.
Channels are more focused on other things. You know, the React channel, I'm reacting to things that literally is everything but gameplay, right? You got clip show every week. Now we got reviews coming out, stuff like that, food vlogging and stuff. That stuff should be separate from this because it's a completely different subject matter. To mix those two, you got so much on one channel, everything kind of gets lost, right? And I'm releasing a podcast, excuse me, and 5 gameplay videos a day and a daily wrap on this channel. You imagine now if I'm also interjecting food vlogs, also interjecting a React show, also interjecting, there's too much all on one spot. And people get confused and it gets lost in the shuffle, right? Having the separate channels, you know where to go for that specialized content. The throwback channel is a new idea. It's been going for about 4 months now. And I argue
he calls that shit specialized content. Just let that fucking sink in.
For a startup channel, which really is what it is, it's a startup channel. It's not a channel that had any standing before. It's literally starting from scratch. It's doing decent, but obviously I'd like that to grow more. I'd like more people to kind of check out the retro stuff that we're remastering. I'd also like more people to check out the retro React streams that we're doing. But I can't make people go over there. I feel like that's a slow build kind of a deal where if excuse me, as more and more content gets added to that channel, people will naturally gravitate over and check it out and end up hopefully liking it. You know, a lot of effort right now is going into the Fallout 3 remaster playthrough. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it takes a ton of work to take those videos and make them widescreen and upscale them and make them sound better. It is a ton of work. And
and it's not you that's doing the work. It's other people that are doing the work. You make it sound like you're putting all this extra time and effort into trying to make that no. You're not involved in the work part of that, Phil. It's other people that are doing the hard work for you.
it's not getting that many views. You know, it's just not. So, you know, hopefully, long run, it ends up being worth all the effort. You know, it's tough when
for who? Not your editors. They're getting fucking nothing from it. You don't give them a fucking penny.
There's a channel with very few videos and not a lot of content. You don't have a lot of active viewership. You need to get that body of work going, and people go casually to check it out, and then it works.
No 1 minute man tip yet, although I am behind Phil by about 29 minutes.
Ever consider doing an arcade beat 'em up marathon? You know, arcade beat 'em ups are fun to play. I don't necessarily know if they're fun to watch. Like, you probably like watching me play Streets of Rage or something, and then after that you get bored, right? Like, okay, it's the same thing. You don't want to watch me play Final Fight, Aliens vs Predator, Dungeons and Dragons, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, you know, all those games back to back. It's like The Simpsons, The Ninja Turtles, right? Would you get tired? I probably would. Yeah, Radical Jaws, spring weather has definitely sprung. My sinuses today are bothering me a little bit. My right sinus is actually swollen. And I don't know if that's because of allergies or what. You know. I received a $5 tip from John Lambo. My nomination is for a Rageathon. Oh, if you do a Rageathon. Fortnite, Destiny 2, and Warzone. It's the games you despise. It requires teamwork. You won't know what to do, leading to nothing I could do. Fortnite, I don't know. Fortnite, I think, would be fascinating just to check it out again. Because I haven't played it in so long. And, you know, I'm not going to understand how to build it all. But I don't think it's going to cause rage in any way. There's more fascination. Destiny, I think we would all fall asleep. The game is boring. Destiny was never interesting. It was just a boring co-op game that really didn't do anything original. And I played an entire playthrough of Destiny 2 and a raid and all that, right? And it was just boring. It's just not that riveting of a game. Warzone, you know, I played, and yeah, there's issues with it. I don't, again, the games that you're mentioning would be maybe entertaining to watch me play on a fascination basis, but I don't think I would rage. And therefore, that kind of undermines the whole idea of the event, being honest.
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you very much to Warren for the super chat, who says he's ignorant about so much. Collecting video game soundtracks is his own thing. Some people are very serious about it. He just blows it off. Yeah, some video games have unbelievable soundtracks to them. They really do. You know what I mean? Sometimes so much work goes into them, you know what I mean? And it's just something that is worth pursuing. These days, I mean, it doesn't happen as often these days, I think, maybe. Well, maybe it does, I don't know, I'm trying to think. But there's awards for them. Like, the BAFTAs happened, like, not long ago. You know what I mean? And there was a category for the best soundtrack, the best music, the best audio, you know, whatever, essentially, in the game. You know what I mean? I think it was Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate 3 might have won the soundtrack. I'm not entirely sure. I might be wrong in that one. There were a lot of awards at the BAFTAs recently, Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not sure if the audio, the music was one of them. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it's like, there's some amazing soundtracks from these games back in the fucking day. For sure. So, it's, but yeah, Phil's like, it's not my thing, so I don't care. I'm going to fucking pass off on it, yeah. But yeah, I mean, also, if people have different passions, you know what I mean? Some people, I just say, are just, you know, really like fucking collecting, you know, these soundtracks, you know what I mean? And collecting, especially with the rarer ones, obviously, there's some classic game soundtracks from fucking shit done, you know, from some years ago. Maybe harder to fucking procure the OSTs for that, you know? But, fuck me, man. It's like, if Phil doesn't, if he doesn't care, then why should you? Ah, shit, Phil's fucking frozen. Let me just try and fix that.
Rage-inducing at all.
There you go.
Well, let's see here. I know Fortnite has a no-build mode. I'm well aware of that. They've had that for a while now. Kirk, thanks for the $1 tip. He says, this is now the equivalent of a week's worth of ramen packs for me. Of course it is. That's talking about anymore. Solo, thanks for 35 months as a member. He says, we watch Joker 2 being a musical. Yeah, why wouldn't I? I don't care if it's a musical. That doesn't affect me in the least. It's still going to be an interesting movie. There's nothing wrong with musicals. Would I review animation shows like X-Men 97 too? Apparently the show is incredibly solid. I mean, I would, but I don't have the service, nor am I going to pay money just to do a review that's going to get like a few hundred views and make me $2. Just saying, you know, that's the whole point I'm telling you guys is I don't make money on the videos on these channels. I get money from people supporting the streams in the channel in other ways, like memberships or supporting those live streams with super chats and tips and stuff. Those videos are not making me money. The review of Fallout that I have 1,000 views on now on the first part and like 800 views on part 2 has made me nothing, maybe a few pennies. You see, I'm not going to spend money to get a subscription service to watch X-Men 97 and do a review, and then you know, it gets 500 views. It's just not worth it. Especially the time to watch the whole show. Think about that. I watched the entire show, 8-10 hours of investment. You get 500 views. That's not a business, a smart use of time for my business, you see?
You got to speculate to accumulate, bitch.
It's not. Fortnite would be a great mix-up game for Fridays. I feel like if I played Fortnite, I'd do it like once and be like, okay, I see what it is now. I don't want to play it again, you know? I just never got into it like other people did. Is Anne a good name for a cat? I don't know. I don't judge names. I don't see what the point is. Yeah, maybe. Wow, it's 12:30 already? Wow. The time flew. I had no clue it was 12:30 already. I just looked at the clock. I'm thinking, man, you know, we still got a ways to go. No, it's 12:30. What the heck? Where did the time go? Yeah, I agree. Destiny is a game that works for certain communities and certain kinds of players. Again, it's the same people who are co-op, constant, with a set group of players who come together or whatever, and it's entertaining because of the personalities of the players and their camaraderie, as opposed to just the game. If you judge
doing things together with friends is a fun thing. Newsflash, Phil. Doing things with friends is fun. You wouldn't know about that because you're fucking lonely, because nobody wants to be your fucking friend because you're such a toxic piece of fucking shit, and the only friends you ever had in your fucking life, you're fucking ostracized because all you wanted to fucking do with them was basically try and fucking monetize them at every fucking possible point in time, rather than just fucking catch up with them and see how they're fucking doing. You fucking moved away to fucking Renter, you've not made one single fucking friend because you're such a fucking hermit piece of shit and nobody fucking likes. I feel that's your fucking legacy. No one fucking likes you because you're a fucking dick. Not even in real life when you're fucking surrounded in this little gated community of yours.
Destiny based on just the gameplay loop, it's boring. Sorry, it just is. If you base it on the fact that people have communities and friendships and gaming groups based around the game, you could say that there's more to it. But the game itself, the game loop and everything is just not that entertaining. It's literally fucking Halo and Borderlands taped together with duct tape. It feels exactly like both of those franchises at the same time. It doesn't do anything unique in that regard. It never did. Sorry, it just never did. You're not going to convince me otherwise. I said it since day one when Destiny 1 released. There's nothing about that game that's entertaining besides if you play it with a group of friends, you know? And here we are years and years later, and people have been so critical of Destiny, you know? And this is why. I mean, Bungie needs to make more games. They have to stop with Destiny shit and make something new and creative. Why have they not done so in a decade exactly? What's holding them back from making another game IP that works? Sadly, I think it's they don't have the ability to do it. There's been documentaries about them making Destiny, and they outright admitted that during the development of Destiny, they realized they were just making Halo a second time, and they don't really have the capability of doing anything else. It's kind of a one-trick wonder deal. Sad but true.
Fuck you and your friends.
On Solo says, favorite part of the stream is these podcasts when we're all together in the chat talking, the Q&A stuff. You keep in mind I have Chill Nights too where we do this as well, but it is more prominent on the podcast. I'm glad you enjoy it. Have I 100% ruled out reacting and reviewing any live primaries or presidential debates? At this point, I am not interested in doing political content at this time. I think I would like to do it at some point, but I don't think I want to do it at this time. And I stated this the other day. I feel like right now, the United States particularly is a political hotbed, meaning there's too many people that are like, either you agree with me or you're my enemy. So if I start talking politics and I happen to have an opinion that's different from yours, maybe you hate me now. And that's stupid in my opinion. For me, I agree to disagree with people these days, and I can separate the art from the artist as well. Like I might not agree with political beliefs of someone, but I can still watch a movie.
You can separate the art from the artist. Refusing to play Stellar Blade because of, you know, women.
They made and enjoy the movie. But sadly, a lot of people can't. That's how they are today. So the last thing I would want to do is now creating a big divide within my audience of, oh, Bill's on this side about this issue, and this side about this issue, so we hate this, you know, I don't want to cause that. You know, if anything, I feel like after the election is over and the dust is settling and everything is more calm because it's, you know, that's it. There's no more contention. It's over. Here's what happened. Then, you know, maybe jumping into something like that would make more sense. I don't want to do political content just for the sake that I'm going to make money. I'm being honest about this. It's always been the case with me. I don't want to do content just to make a buck. I want to do it because I feel like I have something to add. And it's pertinent, but it's also not harmful. I feel like you're going to see a ton of people jump into political content this year for this reason. Because this is going to be a very divisive election where everyone's at each other's throat and they want to cash in on that drama. That's why you're always going to see people all the way left or all the way right and cashing in on those communities, as opposed to, you'll probably very rarely see someone who's more weighted and balanced in the middle. Because there's not a lot to profit from there. You know what I'm saying? So, I just don't think I want to do it at this point. I feel like eventually it's going to happen. As I get older, it's something we're going to dabble in. But I just don't want to go there now.
Basically, he's fucking terrified of pissing off his prominent whales if he says something politically that they might not like. But Phil's a fucking shitey fucking bag anyway, so he's terrified. He's always fucking down the goddamn middle. Phil's political takes are goddamn asinine and boring as shit and have no real substance to them. It's like, I agree with both sides on certain things, and I think we should all get along and do things to help people. Wow, Phil, hot take there.
The other thing you have to understand is, once you go into that, right, there's basically no getting out. So if I start talking about politics and stuff, that's just going to create a momentum, and people are going to want to see it continue. So it's
are you sure about that, Phil? Some people might just fucking see what you're saying and say, shut the fuck up. You'd have no idea what you're talking about. You're just trying to fucking get money for your shitey fucking opinions. We are terrified of fucking, you know, pissing anyone off.
It's going to be like, yes, I'll still have presence for being a YouTuber who does gaming, but there's also going to be this other thing of me doing political content, right? And I just feel like there's no going back from it. You know what I mean? So that's what I gotta be sure.
He genuinely assumes that he's going to fucking pop off if he does political content. Like, Phil, if you're so sure of how marketable you were as a content creator, you would have fucking made brand new channels with KO Gaming and DSP Reacts. Sorry, the kind of, you know, the throwback channel and DSP Reacts. You wouldn't have fucking recycled your older YouTube channels and turned them into these things. You would have just started from scratch and got quick to fucking where you needed to be to monetize the new channels. But no. You had to fucking recycle and repurpose older channels just to fucking try and bypass the YouTube system, to try and fucking get, ads monetized immediately and all that shit, and just fucking have some pre-existing fucking subscriber numbers on those fucking dormant channels. And here you are, Phil, utterly convinced that if you made a politics channel, it would pop off just like that and blow up in popularity, and Phil would be terrified about trying to have a crossover with his audiences. Oh shit, Phil's political audience might get to hear what he says about fucking Minecraft.
Sure that when I'm doing it, I'm ready to go full force into it. You know what I mean? And be committing to it, as opposed to, I was kind of wanted to do it and I started it, but now it's contentious and now shit, I regret it, right? Oh, that's very true. The Blimp says it's insane how people use politics as an identity. Funny enough, we were talking about this exact same thing with pop culture, crazy how people adopt interests. Exactly right. Some people are all about adopting a pop culture persona. I'm all about the MCU. I'm all about Star Trek. I'm all about Star Wars. I'm all about Disney. I'm all about Fallout. I'm all about, we keep going on. I'm all about Warhammer. That's your identity. Somehow you had an identity crisis in life. You couldn't find who you were. So you just become all about this thing in pop culture. You become immersed in it, and that's you now. Some people do the same thing with politics. I'm all about being on the left. I'm all about being on the right. I'm all about this issue, It gets crazy after a while. And by the way, as I've already stated, do not worry, because political content will not seep into my other YouTube presence. Like, if I do political content, it would never be on DSP Gaming. It wouldn't be on DSP Reacts. I would do it somewhere else. I don't want it to permeate other content. I would want it to be a separate thing. So you can still come to this channel every day and enjoy the content here and not have to worry about having politics come into my gameplay and stuff like that. Okay?
Thank fuck. We were all concerned, Phil.
Am I considering making brand new green screen videos so we can do new intros and stuff? Maybe eventually. I mean, my old green screen stuff at this point is 9 years old. Yes, that's correct. The stuff that you see on the very intro to this podcast is me 9 years ago. I don't have green screen anymore. I would have to get a new green screen and mess around with it and figure out how to use it. I'm not going to get a giant one like I did back then because that was a complete waste of money.
If Phil does get a green screen again in future, I can guarantee you right now, he's not going to try and set it up off stream. He's going to try and do that shit live on stream, and his chat are going to have to handhold him how to fucking get it done. And yeah, the green screen used to be in his garage, the old one, but it was too big, and apparently it just got too dirty to use. The green stopped being green because it was in his garage and he fucking did nothing with it, and it was just fucking, one of the poles broke as well or some pish. Basically, I had to bin it. He bought a massive fucking like studio size green screen thinking this was fucking what he needed. He fucking did not do his homework into what he required. And he got some ridiculous, and he got fucking expensive lights as well, not a shit. He went above, it was just ridiculous.
Oh my god, what's up?
Thank you very much to Kel Denson for the super chat, who says, well, seeing acid face make me want to put acid on my face. My curiosity is itching to see it. The less you know, the better. Like, and to be fair, I do regret getting it wrong. I heard somebody say it was Dan the Man in the past, which is why I thought it was that. I didn't look too far into it. Basically, once I saw that, I didn't want to see anything again related to that, which is why I didn't do my fucking due diligence and homework afterwards. I was like, okay, I've seen enough of that particular thing. But apparently, I was misled as to who that was. But yeah, the less said the better, in my opinion. Ignorance is bliss, and be happy for being ignorant about what you learn from that. So that's the advice I will give about that particular thing. But it's if you want to dive in that rabbit hole, then on your own head be it.
Literally used it once for that thing, for those intros, and that was it. And then just sat there in my garage in disrepair, broke down, I threw it out. So if I did it again, I try to find a more reasonable green screen setup, something that maybe I could just one day temporarily set up in here, maybe with the lighting, and do something quick. But definitely I wouldn't be doing anything as elaborate as I did that last time. And no, I don't think I would call it DS politics. That's stupid. That's so stupid. I don't think it would be DS politics at all. I would find.
Why would that be stupid? You got DSP Gaming, DSP Reacts, DSP Throwback, but DS politics is stupid because, well, I guess it doesn't want to replace the P in DSP because that's the most important part. The most important part of DSP is his name, Phil. Darkside Phil. So Phil doesn't want to get his name replaced by politics.
Find something else, another way to portray it better. More to things that I would be representing or feeling. I'd think about it. I come up with a unique name for it. The whole DS politics thing was a joke, a meme. It's not meant to be serious.
There we go. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. There's bubbles everywhere. There's bubbles all
Escanor, I didn't say that. See, you took that and you put those words in my mouth. He said, I understand you don't like Destiny because you don't have fun with it. Doesn't mean others can't. It's like me saying I hate Street Fighter and it's shit and boring for everyone. Never said that. Did I not just say I understand that there's people who like that game, but it's not me. That's the kind of game that you team up with a group, you play it, you do raids and stuff, and that's where the fun, the camaraderie of overcoming a goal collectively with a group of friends, that's the success of that game. That's not for me. I don't do that kind of stuff. Hell, I even tried. I played it with a group when it came out, and even then it was like, nah, wasn't that great in my opinion. But it doesn't mean that people can't enjoy it.
They weren't your fucking friends, though, were they? They were a group of fucking people you were able to fucking play online with because of your fucking... Weren't they mainly your dents? I can't mind exactly who was you fucking played with or whatever, but yeah, the sure as shit weren't your fucking friends, Phil. You know? Considering the fact that no one fucking has heard from them in a long time, based off who you are, for the most part, then yeah, they're not really your fucking friends, were they?
Everyone has different tastes. I'm not crapping on anyone for liking the Destiny franchise. I'm just telling you, overall, my opinion is it's always been overrated. I don't think that it deserved half of the attention that it ever got. It was just had the hype of Bungie behind it. Okay, let's be honest here. If Bungie did not make Destiny, would it have gotten the hype, promotion, and attention that it did? Or is it because it was the company that made Halo? Come on now.
Would Phil Burnell still be as prominent as he was today without Machinima? There you go.
BB Phil, I don't know what to tell you about spices for cooking. We're not cooking anything yet. We need exotic spices to make some Street Fighter dishes for the upcoming... I don't know. I don't have the cookbook in front of me. I don't even know what my wife would be interested in making. I don't know, man. A little far off to be looking at that.
When your life is all positive instead of negative, it's a much better situation. Big ups here, and I can tell you that from personal experience. Look at my life now. I have a beautiful wife, a beautiful life, a family, right? Everything.
All right, any last minute questions or concerns or anything, guys, before we adjourn and we get set up here for Helldivers? I do have to take a quick break to use the restroom today, but then we'll jump into Helldivers wholeheartedly for 3 hours. See how it goes.
Why do I say I'm not a children's entertainer?
This has been a shit podcast. Oh god, it's awful. This is so bad. This is
yeah,
awful.
it's time to end the show. People are asking silly things. Okay, guys, well, thank you very much for watching the Level 1 podcast. I hope you enjoyed it today. Tomorrow, I'm sure I'll be updating you all on my progress in each multiplayer game and any other news and stuff that's going on. But in the meantime, I appreciate all of your feedback. Please continue to send it my way so I know that I'm doing the good stuff that you guys want. I hope
Here's some feedback. Your show's shit and you're shit and you fucking make us all sad so I can fucking watching it. I need otters briefly. Where are my... For fuck's sake. They're gone. Even they've fucking had enough. For fuck's sake. I can't even win. I can't fucking win. I can't even get fucking otters.
that the schedule changes that we've done this week are exactly that, based on feedback. And I hope that I will see you all tomorrow's show. Everyone, peace out. See you then. Bye-bye. Okay. Well, we'll get set up. I didn't even turn on my PS5 yet. Reason being, again, as I told you guys, because it's been on the warmer side, I try to not have that console on. PS5 runs hot, man. It really does. Like, if you just get near it, you can feel this animated heat coming off the goddamn thing. Like, what the hell? The Xbox Series X does not have that going on. But the PS5 very much does. I don't know if they basically made it, like, less heat conscious only because they wanted to look a certain way. But the Xbox, let's be honest, the Xbox Series X is not, like, an appealing looking console, I don't think. But it's cool. It runs nice, right? As opposed to the PS5 is just, it looks stylish, but my god, it's like a fucking heat nightmare. You could use that thing as a space heater if you didn't have one in your house. You just turn it on, you heat your whole house up. At least if you have a small room, right? So that's why I've been keeping it off until we're actually about to play gameplay, and then I turn it on. Once I have the air conditioner installed, it won't be a big deal anymore, but it's not installed yet. We're trying to hold off till May-ish, hopefully, with the air conditioners in. We're lucky this year, it's been a little bit cooler. I think last year was actually hotter, if I remember correctly. We'll see anyway. One final contribution here. It's $1, so I think we can guess who it's from. I'm absolutely correct. It's from Kirk. Okay. And Kirk, the answer is no. Okay. Just like everything. All right. So, excuse me. It's time for a brief break, as I have to go use the restroom. I will return with Helldivers 2 gameplay. Thanks for watching the podcast. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you'll stick around for Helldivers. It's always a good time. And, you know, nope. I really enjoy your feedback and everything as I play it, so I hope you'll stick around. If not, maybe you'll come back for Street Fighter tonight. I guess we'll see. But anyway, time for a brief break. I'll be right back, guys.
Awful. Awful, just awful. I'm going to fast forward till it returns and then we'll fucking just get on with the fucking thing. Just, this has been awful. I've had bowel movements more fucking pleasant than this fucking podcast. This has been fucking dire. Fuck me, man. What a shitty podcast.
Did you see Jasper Kitty took my seat? Could you guys see that? He was in my seat when I was using the bathroom.
Who fucking cares?
But I'm back now. Time for Helldivers, everybody. He was sitting in my chair. What a nut. Loves it. You got a better kill count than me on Helldivers? That's impressive. Actually, it's not. I'm not very good. Easy to do. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Do I use toilet paper or wet wipes? Toilet paper. Toilet paper for my bum. I would like a bidet someday. Today, maybe someday. Wow, the game looked way better this time than last time. Remember how choppy it was when I played last time?
Welcome aboard, Helldivers.
Looking nice and smooth today. Stream is looking good quality. Excellent. Glad to see it. Now, I need to make this mid-screen, correct? That way you guys will be able to see the mission objectives and everything. Right. Cool. All right, is everyone ready? All right, here we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
He's now recording for a shitey YouTube gameplay, and that means we're going to bring an end to the bingo. Sadly, we didn't get a full house today. We had 3 free spaces.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
We'll count those 3 spaces. But yeah, we still fell short, sadly. You know, it is what it is. Let's go to live DSP and see how he's fucking doing. He started the gameplay at $41. He's not made a fucking penny. Get fucked, Phil. Anyway, I'm fucking done with this piggy. He's been... Oh, otters, thank God. Thank the good Lord. We have otters. Fuck me, that was... I mean, I feel like I should apologise for how fucking shitey that podcast was, even though I wasn't responsible for it, because I was like, I felt like through bingo you guys were forced to fucking endure that awfulness as well. And the worst part is we didn't get a fucking bingo out of it, you know what I mean? A full house, so sadly we can't add any more money to the bingo prize fund for now, but there's always tomorrow, as the old fucking saying goes. Oh, that was... Oh... When he has nothing to fucking talk about, it ruins bingo, you know? It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, just... Oh, that's not... Yeah, hopefully he's got more to fucking talk about tomorrow, and hopefully bingo will be more meaningful and fulfilling and all that. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. I just fucking want to slam my head for a while, for Jesus Christ. At least the otters are fucking help. They're so damn cute, they're so adorable. It's a beautiful day in the Vancouver Aquarium. And Meester, thank you very much for reminding me. I actually completely forgot about the artwork as well, because you had made something, and Tacozo as well had made something, whatever. Yeah, let's end things, as well as otters, of course. Let's appreciate some artwork by our extremely talented artists in the Detractor community. First of all, Meester thinks we should have a name. This looks familiar. Did you make this one before, Meester? This one looks familiar. And he's thinking of a name for it. Like, what name should we have? He thinks Lion King. Like, why you always lying? Lion King, he's always lying. Yeah, you get what you're saying? Yeah, it could be one, yeah. But, yeah. Meester says it's a remake. There you go, it's a remake. So I think Phil made... I think Meester made one of Phil in the past. Kind of similar, but he's remade this one, and you can definitely see his. Try to get the blends in right with the face, not his. Yeah, it works pretty good. Lion King's pretty good. What does the chat think? What else? Instead of Simba, Dentba. Pedersen also says Lion King. Ben Heck says Lion King. Pedersen says Sinba, as in Phyllis Sin. The Dent King. King of Lion. Snortba. There you fucking go. All sorts of fucking different things. But yeah, Lion King or fucking... I mean, both apply. I mean, you know, Dentba is the Lion King. I was fucking lying. There's also something that was made, so Meester made that one, big up to Meester for that one. So, Tacozilla has one he made up. This is actually a couple. We have this. Scream. Scream 6. Tip or die. Fuck me, man. So, Tacozilla has way too much fun with these. Only in theaters, coming soon. He made one more. I think it's for... I think it's a different Scream poster. And they can make a second version of it or something. Like, this one as well. There we go. Same kind of thing, same face, but yeah, there I can go. But yeah, Tacozilla had some fun with these, and some of these fucking faces Phil fucking pulled. That was the only worthwhile part of the podcast. Some of these fucking faces, and the potential for fucking the thumbnail we can have a bingo tomorrow. That's pretty much the one saving grace from the podcast. That and the otters, of course, the otters as well. But yeah, thank you very much to our talented Detractor artists, Meester and Tacozilla, for sharing their for the hard work there, for all to enjoy as well. But we got to enjoy that at least and got something from the podcast from that. The otters are fucked off again. I guess they're on fucking strike or something, or on break. Like even they've had enough of fucking filtery. But guys, I'm going to wrap things up there. Thank you very much for keeping me writing the bingo cards. Sadly, we couldn't get a fill out today, but yeah, as the saying goes, there is always tomorrow. We'll try again tomorrow on what is going to be a robust Tuesday stream and all that jazz. I do hope you all enjoy the rest of your Monday, however you wish to spend it. And yeah, I will I'm going to end how it always ends by playing Notorious P. There's a wee bastard there. There's one of them. There you go. If I can just zoom in. Anyway, I'm going to end by how I always end. I'm going to play Notorious P.I.G. made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. Guys, thank you very much for joining me for some bingo antics tonight. Thank you very much as well for keeping me writing the card and the contributions as well. It's very much appreciated. And yeah, we'll see if I can win tomorrow. But until then, guys, have a good one. I'll catch you all later. Goodbye. Cute little bastard, isn't he? Look at him fuck off now. Goodbye, little one.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.